Hi. How's it going there? We're here, we're queer, we're ready to F some S up. Hello. Anyone having trouble logging into the website chat? Well, let me know what the specific problem is if you can, because we did just have to do a little website update. So yeah, the web developer person told me, like, if there's anything that's broken, please let her know. So I will let her know if people are having a hard time logging in. But yes, hello. It's Wednesday. And we're ready, my dudes. Aren't we ready, my dudes? Let me get everything situated here. I'm so tired, honestly. Like, maybe I just haven't been active enough lately because I'm taking a little break from the gym. I'm seriously like, I should probably try to figure out some completely non-gym way of exercising. And if shit, then I'll save myself like $20 a month on the stupid gym fees. Anyway, hi mama, I miss the buggies. Yeah, I know. They're in a better place now with someone who's gonna pay a lot more attention to them. Frankly, I was ignoring them a lot. Wife having problem on her phone logging into chat too. Well, we've had known issues with the mobile site. But yeah, just let me know, like, if there's a specific error or something. There's so many people in YouTube chat today, though. Are you all in YouTube chat because none of you can get on the website chat? Is that the problem? But yes, Proud Heretic, the other way around. Hello, what's up, Jack? 10K Reasons. Ms. Ellen Weir. Anarchic Fox. Lightwolf gonna be chilling out with Baldur's Gate and tea. Hell yes, I also have tea. It's mostly because it's a vehicle for honey. I'm trying to take a little bit better care of my voice. Does anybody else carry a lot of tension in their voice? Like, cause, okay, you know in the way that your shoulders will like, you'll end up with your shoulders like up like this and you have to consciously think about it to let them go. I'm realizing that I do that in my throat. Like, that I'm basically constantly holding my throat up here with a lot of tension in it. And then like, I'm having to really, like, even when I'm not talking, even when I'm just sitting here. So I'm kind of trying to make an active effort to like relax it a bit, because for sure it's like, ugh. I hear you on saving money. Just canceled paid budget tracker and I'm on e-statements to save a couple bucks. Yeah, you know things are rough when you have to cancel your budget tracker. I can watch the live on the website normally, but it won't load the chat itself. Really? Is it just not loading the chat? Hold on, let me reset the chat. Let me see if I can do something about this. Let me refresh the chat and see if that helps for any of you guys. See if I can even find that setting here. Just need to reset. I just need to refresh the chat. Yeah, I apologize anybody who's having issues today. We pushed a couple of site updates because it was not letting me change some stuff. Okay, I've tried a couple things. I've tried to update chat in a couple of different ways. So it might be that that's all I can do for today. Yeah, that might be all I can do for now. So if it's not working, I apologize. As long as the site isn't going through what Fur Affinity's been going through. I know. I've been listening to some of that, what's been going on with Fur Affinity, because it's like, yeah, the owner, like, died, and then the whole website is kind of under assault right now. Can't dono on the site either because it required a login. Well, I'll go ahead and send White Nervosa a message really quick. Okay, I sent her a message. Mama says, I feel like this stream is one of the more stable presences in my life the past few years, which is super parasocial, but the fact remains this is like the third time I arrive in chat to announce I got dumped again. I think I'm bad at relationships. Yeah, I can't relate because I've been in a relationship for like 15 years, but it does sound really difficult and frustrating. I think that like it's I think it's just kind of part of being in your 20s though. I mean, we did do the open relationship thing and I have many regrets about having done that, but basically like yeah, I mean, I think it's just part of being in your 20s is like being in and out of relationships. When I'm in a high femme voice. Yeah, it's like I'm not like trying to like I'm literally like not talking most of the day and it's like I just have all this squeezing happening in my throat and it's like reflexive, but I'm trying to let it go a little bit today. See if there's anything I can do to help it. I cannot share an amazing link. Yeah, I've told YouTube to allow people to post links and it just won't do it. It's quite strange. If you want to give me links of stuff to react to during stream though, you can always pop up over in the Discord server. That's like one of the primary ways that I decide what we're going to be talking about on a given day is the stream recommendations channel in the Discord. Like we've got some links in there of stuff that we might talk about today. There's, let's see, there's a story about the United States Postal Service. I'm not sure if we'll cover that one, but it's in there. And apparently an updated thread about FDA releasing studies on bird flu virus in pasteurized milk. The FDA is saying that there's not a problem, but I don't know if I fully trust them at this point. And something about mask bans and the Biden administration's ban on worker non-compete clauses. Some judge has decided that they're going to try to challenge that. So yeah, we have a pretty good source for if you want to show me links to react to during the show. I hope it's just a 20s thing because this shit sucks and I want to enjoy my MILF era. Yeah, and you got to keep in mind too, if you are in your 20s and you are dating other people in your 20s, like those people are going through a lot of tumultuous change too. I can see you, Slashy, but it won't let you post links even though I told it to let people post links. Like it just doesn't work for some reason in the YouTube chat. Hold on. That seems like a weird link. That seems sussy-wussy. I've been struggling with depression and PTSD, and between gardening and watching your channel, that's some of the only things keeping me sane, TBH. Most people in my life don't want to talk about important issues. Yeah, I find that gardening is really grounding too. You know, you're getting your hands involved in something. It's a physical task. You know, it kind of takes you to, like, it kind of makes you get out of your head a little bit and you're focusing on what you're doing. Excuse me. Also, I have to say, Mama, you know, speaking to your relationship problems, I have been in a relationship since I was 15, and basically throughout my entire 20s, that relationship fucking sucked. So like, even people who are in stable relationships in their 20s, you can probably expect that there's going to be a lot of, like, there are going to be a lot of problems. Yeah, you're like 50 different people throughout your 20s. You change so much, and maybe it doesn't feel like that until you're looking at it in retrospect and you're like, oh my God. Like, as a 30-year-old, I look back on things that I was doing in my early 20s, and I'm like, who the fuck are you? Like, why did you think that? I genuinely, like, don't see the logic sometimes behind my decisions. It's just part of getting older. I'm not sure how long the stream is going to be tonight because I have, like, literally a headache and a sore throat. I don't think that I'm sick. I just think that I have not been sleeping great. I find any task that has visible, tangible results helps me decompress. True. Yes, yes. It's about, like, yeah, like having a physical result. Like, okay, so here's the thing. I guess this is a fun little sort of announcement thing. But I've decided I finally put a couple of things on my website up for sale that are things that I've handmade by crochet. So, like, you can buy this if you want to. It's $20 plus shipping. It's a little mini bisexual mushroom pillow. But it's nice. Like, look at it. It's like a thing, and I made it, and it's done. And now I have a thing, and I can sell it. The colors, like the stream colors, are not nearly as bright as what it looks like in real life. You can look at the pictures on the merch website if you want to check it out. I never hear about those trad marriages that start at 19 ending up... yeah. You're, like, in a better position to be in a long-term relationship when you're a little bit older and, like, things are a little bit stable. Want link in the description, y'all. Ooh, I also made this basket. I made a basket. It's a little side table basket. It's floppy. Because I originally made a cat cave with this yarn, and then I decided that that probably was not going to be a good thing people would buy. So instead, I made a basket. And I could make 3 more of these, but I wanted to see if the first one sold first. Bisexual mushroom pillow is a good dating site bio. Yeah. So, this is me trying to monetize every hour of my day. This is what happens to you when you need to move all the way across the country, is you end up trying to figure out how you can monetize all of your time. I'm like, how can I make more money? You know, I've got, obviously, I'm posting videos on the channel on a regular basis. Like, this is a very strange site chat today. Yeah, I mean, apparently nobody can fucking log on, so that's definitely causing some issues. White Nervosa is on the case, though. She's trying to figure it out. Yeah, so... Oh, and you'll also see me on The Line tomorrow. If you want to see me on the Transatlantic Call-In Show, we have people call in and we argue with people, and it's a lot of fun. This is the part of the show where we are just relaxing. So for me, on my show today, we're just relaxing. And then we'll probably get to some amount of news later on. Or not. I mean, this might just be a me fucking around day. I haven't decided exactly if I'm gonna, like, actually try to do any news today. Yeah. It looks super comfy. Yeah, it's not even... I love how it's not even a hat, but I'm just wearing it as a hat. It's working for me now that you've reset it. Okay, cool. Try to join in the website chat. We just reset it. White Nervosa is on the case. She's trying to fix it. And, so see if you can log on. So yeah, I'm like, ooh, and I'm like, I asked my fans on Fansly, like, what kind of pictures do you want to see? One person was like, I want to see more ass pictures, and I want to see side boob. And I'm like, all right, I can oblige that, I'm sure. I want to call you comrade. Yeah, this does have a little bit of that Russian look to it. So if you want to buy this thing that's been on my head, it's $15. Plus shipping. Hello, Nuvenal. Negatory still can't get on? Okay, well, White Nervosa's still working on it, so... Thank you, Anarchic Fox. Says, looking forward to tomorrow. I love you on Takis. I did hit up the line to get you and Forrest together for a show, and recruited a few others to do the same. Yes. It's the DNC. How about that music education last night? A song mostly from each state. Yeah, I did consider covering some of the DNC, but I actually don't know if I care to. Like, was there anything significant? No, if you want to buy this, I've only made one. I've only made one so far. I could make 3 more because that's how much yarn I have, but I was like, I want to sell this one and see if I can actually sell it before I make 3 more. When does Takis start again? You can catch me on the Transatlantic Collins show tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central Time. 2 p.m. Central. So yeah. Buy this basket hat thing for $15, where it will probably have some of my hair and my cat's hair on it. Alexandria's speech and the roll call are the best parts so far. Yeah, and I can't cover the roll call because that's got a bunch of music in it, and it would F my S up. The RNC was a nonstop buffet of insanity. The DNC is a nonstop buffet of liberalism. Much, much worse. You might end up with a bidden war. Well, I think it's first come, first serve as far as the website is concerned, like as far as the merch site is concerned. But if I do sell this first one, I will make another one. I'll make 3 more, shit. Website chat's working, yes. Thank you all for still trying. Thank you for hanging out. I'm gonna take this off my head now, or it's gonna get real fucking warm for me. But yeah. I made a little basket. I made a little mini pillow. Miniature pillow. So adorable. Drea, welcome in. Sorry, everybody. It's a process. Hey, in a box. Thank you so much for your $10 donation. I really appreciate you. Hacker voice. I'm in. Thank you. Appreciate you. Website donations are also are always appreciated. Oh, nope, wrong. Typed it in wrong. Oopsie poopsie. And don't forget, y'all, we're about to go down to only streaming once a week very soon. So be sure you're catching us on Wednesday nights if you want to hang out. Baby's still sleeping, so start of stream is easy typing. True. If you have not yet hit the like button, please hit the like button before you jump on over to the website chat. I lost my dick, it fell off in the liberal war. True. The GoFundMe is still going also, which is always appreciated. I'm starting to get excited about moving. I'm kind of like bummed about having to move, you know, because I kind of love being from Kansas as much as it's, you know, one of the most conservative states in some ways, as far as like taxes go. Windleby, hello, welcome in. Are you starting that this month or later? You mean the going down to only 1 show per week? It will be the first, so, I will stream this weekend on the 25th, but then starting September 1st, I will not be streaming on Sundays for like about 8 weeks. And yeah, I'll just be streaming on Wednesdays. I might do some surprise streams, like maybe in the middle of the day occasionally, but you will still see me on the Transatlantic Call-In Show at least a couple of times in September. I'm not sure what the dates are yet. I do know that I'm going to be on the Transatlantic this week and next week, so that's going to be good. I'm excited. Now you get to unironically say we're not in Kansas anymore. Listen, people from Kansas don't fucking like that. Like maybe some of us, maybe some spare few, but for the overwhelming majority, we find references to The Wizard of Oz a little bit cringe, a little bit gauche. Probably won't be able to watch again for some time. We'll see. I don't normally watch on Wednesdays. Yeah. I know. I'm sorry. Maybe occasionally I'll do like a Tuesday middle of the day kind of stream. And that way, you know, the people who are watching at nighttime, or like, you know, it's nighttime in the UK and in Europe and stuff. I feel so bad for the European fans of the show during this time of year, but it's like the last time I'm going to be able to go to every weekend of the Renaissance Festival. Yeah, what's the over-under on someone saying that joke within your first month of moving? Right. If I ever talk to anyone in the new place that I'm moving to about like where we're from, I mean, you know, my car tags I'm probably not going to change immediately. So yeah, I'm expecting to get some "we're not in Kansas anymore" references for sure. Andy's Mints, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Appreciate you. Got my dicks back. True. I hope you have a fun festival. I hope so too. I really enjoy the Renaissance Festival. It's like my favorite time of year. I met my partner there, so it's pretty special. And it's one of the things that I'm like most sad about moving over, like that I'm not going to be able to keep going. Like basically, aside from a couple years when I was working overnight and sleeping during the day, I have gone to like basically every weekend of this Renaissance Festival since I was like 10 or maybe even younger than that, because my mom was taking me when I got a little kind of job when I was like 12 out there. I would just sit there and play my ocarina, and the guy would be like, "Hey, look, even a little kid can play it. Like even this 12-year-old kid can play it." So yeah, starting from when I was like 12, I have worked out there almost every year. And again, like I met my partner there, and we share that as like, it's been part of our relationship too. I changed my tags as soon as I moved. Yeah. They'll start asking you if you took the red brick road out or the yellow. True. They will be insufferably annoying about it. Welcome in, folks just coming in. My voice is sore today, so I'm down in baritone land because my voice is kind of sore. Sorry for the loss of that place with the move. Those are just as important losses. Yeah, like there's been a few years now where I've thought like maybe this is going to be my last year at the Renaissance Festival, because like it's so, for me, like it's so entwined with my relationship now, and there was a period of time where it really seemed like we were going to get divorced. So there were actually a couple years there where I was like walking through this space going like, yeah, this might be the last time I'm here, and this is for realsies the last time I'm gonna like be at every weekend and like seeing all my friends and stuff. And yeah, It is pretty lame. And there are Renaissance festivals in Oregon and Washington, but they're more like 1 or 2 weekends, and I don't know if they're as large as the one that I usually go to. Check the rules where you move to if they require you to change your license and plate by a certain amount of time after moving. Oh, yeah, that's fucking stupid. I'll have to check that. Oh, okay, so literally within 30 days, I have to get an Oregon driver's license and title and register my vehicle. God, can you make this, like, less expensive for me? Jesus Christ. On the plus side, if you get to go back for a festival, it will be an amazing experience with a flood of memories. Yeah, that's true. The question is, though, am I going to come back for the Ren Fair? Because we have, like, a barbecue at our friend's house that we go to every year in June. So it's like, are we going to twice a year drive 3 days down and back up 3 days for one weekend? That's the real question. I think I want to prioritize the thing in June. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's tough living 2,000 miles away from where you were born. Plasma House just rejected me for being literally 0.1 degrees too hot while it's 105 degrees out. Yeah. That's really stupid. It's really frustrating. Are they going off of the 98.6 or the 97.7? Because it actually turns out that like 97.7 is the true average. In New York, you have to let the DMV know your change of address within 10 days. Well, that's different. Like, change of address usually doesn't cost anything no matter what. But it, like, if I move to Oregon, they want me to redo the tags on my car and get a new driver's license, which combined is probably going to be like $100. Like, stop costing me money. This is, it's already going to be so expensive. I'm just going to complain for a while now. They're going off of 98.5, okay. Or maybe you meant 98.6. Dumb. Is there anything exciting happening for the rest of the week this week? I've been going swimming recently, which feels amazing. Just like, I'm trying to get a little bit of swimming in before like the end of the month, obviously, when the outdoor pools close. Which I know a lot of trans people like don't get to go swimming. I guess I'm kind of fortunate because I don't really care about people looking at me. And I go to a pool like during the time of the day where there's no people there anyway. So like, you know, I wear swim trunks and a like boob shirt thing and I just don't fucking care. But I know like, yeah, a lot of trans people are really stressed out about going swimming. I wish I had a swimming pool. I know. No worries, Sam. No, I'm not complaining at you or anything. I'm just like, why does it cost so, like, why, like, because I redo my tags every year in the fall. So it's like if I move in January, I'm like, can you just please let me wait until the fall to do my fucking tags? No, apparently. It's really interesting. My voice is spiking more today when I'm in like this bass kind of zone. It's quite strange. Zypation, welcome. You're back. Oh no, it's that time of the month. There's a lot of white names again. I got deferred from plasma for too high a protein sample. Deferred until a passing sample went through the mail. Oh, that's dumb. Can we please just swim topless already? Free the nips. I know. I don't know if I would or not. Like, there's still kind of like a cultural change that we need to go through, because I think that I'm still going to be like, you're still gonna look at someone whose tits are just out. And like, while I don't mind having tits and being in public, I don't know that I would just have them out. That seems like a bit much. I'm swapping red with Kitty. Yeah, no worries. Rare are the reds in chat, although purple is pretty great. I wonder what Oregon is as far as by which month. Yeah. And like, I have to get it done like within a month of moving there, regardless of when they do renewals. So I don't know. Thank you for telling me that, whoever it was who said. Like, was it Kitty? Like, I'm sorry for complaining, but thank you so much for telling me, because I wouldn't have thought of it. Ooh, that's awesome, Mama. I'm so glad to hear it. I was at a friend's going away party last month where we all went swimming, just 9 trans and queer people taking over an apartment complex pool for the afternoon. That's awesome. What name would be yellow? We don't have yellow. We have green, and then blue, and then purple, and then red. And those are the colors. We don't have yellow here. Unfortunate. I'm all for free the nip, especially since chafing is an issue. Yeah, I mean, like, conceptually, I am pro free the nip. Noah Darkly, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Oh, there was a site update and they don't show up as yellow. And then Inabox got a tier 4 subscription. Thank you. Noah says, that's so weird. The chat has changed since I updated the website. But thank you, Inabox, for your tier 4 sub. Says, I like red. Cool. Thank you both. I really appreciate that. That means we add a 25. A 25. If you do more than 1 month of subscription, it doesn't actually tell me immediately. I would have to check my PayPal and stuff. Oh, are you all getting the notifications at the top of the chat now? Oh, okay. Red. Red. I would just fib and be like, I got here last week. Yeah, I just don't want to deal with that. Let me just not get pulled over for having out-of-state tags. Sam has a great question. Sam says, being married to someone cishet as a queer person, do you feel like there are ways you don't see each other or no? I will say when I was first coming out as trans, my partner was asking me a lot of questions. I mean, not when I came out as trans, like, I've known that I'm non-binary the entire time we've been in a relationship, but when I was thinking about going on testosterone, I think previously it was kind of easy for both of us to kind of view my non-binary identity as like not that big of a deal. But as I started to feel really compelled to get on hormones, like there was just this, there was a period of time where he was asking me questions like about internalized misogyny and stuff like that. But so I kind of felt a little bit like on the receiving end of an inquisition at that time, and it made me feel like I wasn't really being supported. But I mean, he ended up coming with me. Like, I drove 3 hours to go to a first. Oh, the red cost 40. Oh, my bad. Thank you. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Thank you for catching that. I drove 3 hours and then 3 hours back to go to an informed consent clinic, because when I started in 2015, there kind of weren't that many informed consent clinics. And my partner was like, yeah, I want to come with you. And I kind of felt like surprised by that because, I mean, if I'm being completely honest, my partner and I have historically not been great at telling us at like telling each other positive things. So it did feel a little bit weird at first, but, and I, I do think that he doesn't really consider whether I might be dysphoric about things, or at least in previous years, I've been like, hey, I noticed that you don't do this. Is it because you think I might be dysphoric? And he's like, no, I wasn't even thinking about that. But also, again, our relationship sucked for a very long time. So, we just weren't very good at communicating for a long time. And I have felt at times like I don't really understand him or what's going on with him, but that's more like because he just has very different standards than I do, and he would take issue with things that I just didn't understand. So, yeah, I mean, we have had issues in our relationship, but it's almost never been because of my gender or our different sexualities or anything. There's some queer sex stuff that I want to do and he doesn't want to do, and I'm just like, okay, not a big deal. Maybe someday we'll crack open that threesome thing, but for now I'm content to not deal with that additional bullshit, basically. Low-key cishet partners are wondering if they're doing the sex correctly now. That's one thing about getting into a relationship when I was like 15. Like my partner and I have been together since I was 15. And, we've learned our routine. I'll say that. And I don't have a lot to compare against. So you should add a tier that's just stupid expensive, like $200, and it gives you a gold color and access to a piles of gold emoji, just as a funny thing. And if someone buys it, straight ballin'. Yeah, I'll ask White Nervosa if she can make that happen for me. Too many cis men are scared of great sex. Yeah, I will say, like, my partner is not at all weird about introducing toys to the situation. Like, some guys are, they view the vibrator as their adversary instead of, like, as their accomplice. And I will say that my partner and I, we don't have any issues introducing things. And I mean, we've been together for literally 15 years and we've been married for 12 years. So you need to do new stuff every once in a while. Even if when you try it, like, oh, it's this new toy and the vibration is really way too intense. And so we're both numb, like you just have to be willing to try something new every once in a while. Which, speaking of that, I think I'm going to change the title of the stream. Okay, so that people are clear when they come in that we're not talking about the news. I changed the stream title. Like, I don't even know if we're going to talk about the news later. I don't fucking want to. I don't want to. What did I just click in on? People are asking me questions about my relationship with my partner. Do we want to do a partner reveal? I have asked him before. Like, maybe this last... Well, it sort of depends on how crazy this weekend is, because we do have some plans this weekend. But should I ask him to do a partner reveal stream? Like, to sit here and ask and answer questions with me? Excuse me. God. What's up, Emily? Welcome in. My voice is really sore today, so I'm sorry if, like, I sound weird and different. Oh my goodness. My water just kind of sprayed everywhere. Maybe for the move as a treat. I wonder if people, if I made the title like partner reveal, would people join in just to see him? Because like I know, like people are curious about like I'm a trans person who's queer in a relationship with a cis man who is functionally straight, although I think that it would be fair to say that he's kind of ace flux or gray ace or something along those lines. I thought you got rid of the bugs, now you want to bring one back on. That's mean. Sounds fun. Yeah. I've definitely thought about it, and I did recently make more space back here, so I think I could technically just like move my guitar because it's over here now, and we would have enough space here. We basically have to share the microphone, but I can boost the audio a little bit here. I'll see if he's willing to do it. Haven't we already met Mitter? I know. He's right over here in his little chair. He's got his own little chair. And he's asleep. He's asleep. Are you asleep, baby? Yeah, he's completely unresponsive. I got more of these in the barrel, but they're all mean. Listen, just because my partner is cishet doesn't mean you get to be mean. Rude. Oh, goodness. If you missed it earlier, I just added some handmade items to my store. If you're interested, I made 2 of these. I still haven't fucking sewn the top onto this one, but I sewed the top onto this one, and it wouldn't take very long. I really wish that the colors were a little bit more accurate. I might change some stuff really quick to get like a better color saturation on the camera. Let me see. Let me see. Contrast is kind of low. Yeah, ooh, hey. Contrast is up a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna bring this up here, because this is like kind of how I'm gauging this. I'm like, it's so bright to me in my eyeballs right now. Is it partially the color temperature being what it is? I don't think the color temperature is really messing with it too much. Is it saturation? Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit saturation too. Yeah. Actually, yeah, that does look better. Bisexual mushroom. Maybe the brightness needs to come down a tiny bit, like the exposure needs to come down slightly. Hold on, I need to make this bigger so I can actually fucking see it. Okay, the saturation is part of what's made a huge difference here. Okay, that's looking a little bit better. I also took down the exposure a little bit. That's much more color accurate to what it looks like in real life. That's way better. There you go. Hey. Okay, but now that I've changed some other stuff, the contrast needs to come back down a little bit. Yeah. Okay, we'll leave it there for now. Oh wait, hold on, I'm gonna leave the contrast at 50%. Yep. Cool. Things are looking good. I look more like a human person now. Seems kind of scratchy for a butt plug. Listen, I don't put this in your orifices. It says on the website to only spot clean this. Like, don't wash it properly because it has a bunch of fucking polyester on the inside. And you could very much get a bunch of mold in it. Is this one the partner reveal? Listen. Okay. I see the navy blue. Yeah. Honestly, I may have turned the saturation up a little bit too high, but you know what? We're gonna leave it where it is for now. Suck my kiss. Yeah, external use only, for sure. Sismen are not bugs. We're actually crustaceans or maybe arachnids. You need a 24-ounce mug version in your merch store. I don't know if I even have the option for that. I don't... Like, I think that the 16-ounce mug might be the biggest one that I have the option to put in there. I can always see. Let me find out. What's the biggest mug that I can put in here? Nope, that's not the right section. It's gonna be in accessories, I guess. Excuse me. A leash? Oh, okay. I can add a pet leash now. Fascinating. Of course I see a pet leash and I'm like, kinky? Kinky? Says men are in the progress of becoming crab. So are we all. Are we all not in the process of becoming crab? Yeah. Intersex men are eels. I am the hottest eel. High five, Eric. Yes. Okay, I'm trying to find a mug. Do I even have the option of putting a giant mug in here? If cis men are arachnids, then they're in the process of becoming horseshoe crabs? Truly. Where are the mugs? On here. Home and living? No, I was just in here. Mug. Mug? Okay, okay. Oh, I guess I can go as high as 20 ounces. There's a 20-ounce mug. Yeah, I guess the highest I can go is 20 ounces. Okay, I'll think about it. I'll think about adding that. I'd prefer arachnids, but crustaceans and arachnids are sick forms of life. It's true. I mean, honestly, how many legs do you want? 20-ounce mug isn't bad, yeah. So I'm basically gonna have, like, two different mugs. The one... I chose this one mug because I like that it has, it's, like, black on the outside, you know? But, yeah, if I choose just the white glossy mug, then... Put your mugshot on your mug, truly. Lamau. My eyeballs. Oh, man. Did you guys know that shooting a gun is fucking scary? Like, I haven't shot a gun since, like, 15 years ago. And, yeah, it's, like, a lot more... It takes a lot more getting used to than you think it does. Mewin small mug, not enough drink. Mewin big mug, drink gets cold. Yeah, well, if I put this mug up, then there will be 11-ounce, 15-ounce, and 20-ounce options. So there is a Goldilocks perfect right in the middle option. The mug that I have available right now, I only have 11 ounces and 15 ounces. Drinking delicious. Honey tea. As someone who's super gun shy, yeah, shooting guns is scary. I'll stick to a bow. Fair enough. I think that shooting a gun is basically like an exposure activity for me. I haven't shot since I was a kid, but my friend's dad's big hunting rifle knocked me on my ass the first time I tried it. I've only ever shot a 22 rifle and a 9mm pistol. The really big mugs are great for mushroom or potato soup. Yeah, like a mug like this is great for like a portion of soup or some other like, yeah, delicious beverage. I was a very lanky kid, to be frank, but yeah, no, it's easy to not realize how powerful the shot feels. Yeah, it's so loud. Like, it's insanely loud is the main thing. And also, it's really cool, but also kind of scary how you can watch the explosion. Like, it's a orange flash at the, you know, the action point of the gun. Soup and mug is such a based way to eat soup and dipping toast. I think, like, a mug is probably the best way to make like French onion soup, where you have the bread and the soup, or the bread and the cheese on top. IDK, I've been shooting since I was 6 years old, so 28 years now, and I never stopped being a bit anxious when shooting. I think that's important because I've never discharged a gun carelessly. Like, I think that you should be a little bit scared when you're interacting with any firearm, you know? Like, that's my opinion. But it's like, it makes me like shaky in a way that like makes me not as accurate when I'm shooting. And so like, yeah, that's the thing. I just finished lunch and now I'm hungry again. I'm sorry. Finally chilling with some probiotic iced green tea. I finally joined you, the tea lovers of the world. I'm finally a member of the club. I'm finally one of them. Just like driving, you got to keep on your toes. It's crazy though, like, because like shooting a gun, you know, like there's a lot of things that freak me out about it intellectually, which I can handle that. It's like the physical reaction part, right? But I do drive a lot and I have no problems driving. I'm like traveling, I'm hurtling down the highway or whatever at speeds that my human body is absolutely not designed to be able to handle. But I'm very casual about driving. Like, I mean, obviously I pay a lot of attention, but I am like not weirded out about it at all. I'm not uncomfortable about it at all. And I handle like a sharp knife in the kitchen, you know, 3 out of 7 days of the week. Not every dinner I cook requires cutting stuff. But like I handle that and it's fine and I don't get freaked out about it. I even hurt myself in the kitchen not infrequently. Like it's usually fucking it's usually the cheese grater that I get my knuckles on. Like I get my knuckles on the cheese grater. And I have my bow. My bow is a deadly weapon, right? But it just, I don't know why. The gun is just so uniquely, like it causes me to have a physiological reaction. It's also kind of funny when you're like loading your magazine, if there's someone else near you firing a gun and you're like jumping while you're trying to just load your magazine. Hilarious. Just to be clear, I don't think we're going to talk about any news today. People are so casual about driving. Yeah, I do, you know, I take it seriously and everything, but I do think that I think a lot of people don't take driving super seriously, and that's why we have so many accidents. honestly, getting burned on your arm a lot with a bow can make someone bow shy too. Well, don't be fucking bad at it. I think for the first couple of times I went shooting with my bow, I would snap my arm a little bit. I don't know. I just got better at it, and I don't snap my arm anymore. Yes, Andy's. The sun is a deadly laser. Not anymore, there's a blanket. No news is good news. Listen, there definitely is news. There definitely is stuff that I could be talking about today, but I started to realize that my tension in my voice was creeping up again. So I'm like, what? Trying to not let my voice hurt all the fucking time. Yeah, so there definitely, like, is news. I just don't think I'm gonna cover any of it today. I think I'm gonna ignore the news. Yeah, Lux says, get good, noob. Arm snaps are pretty minor. You learn quick if you do it a couple times. Yeah, I've done it a couple times, but it's like, you just keep your fucking arm bent. Bows are a good way to hunt because then it's not every other critter's business too. Truly. Yeah, I'm gonna wait until October because sunrise is gonna be a lot later. And it'll just make it easier for me to get up and out of bed in the morning. Guns do seriously affect the prey animals you can get per day. Oh, I'm sure they scare shit away. I don't really want to hunt with a gun unless and until I'm hunting deer, because you just have to sit there for hours, right? And I'm not going to sit there with my bow pulled back for hours. And I'm not going to buy a compound bow because that would suck. So I'm just going to get a nice rifle when I'm ready to hunt deer. And you get your deer hide or whatever, you just kind of hide up there all day. And then you just need one good shot. One good shot. Rabbits might be starting to show white fur for the winter too. Maybe. I don't know, man. Like, it used to be, and this is something that, like, I really don't like about climate change, is that it used to be that starting in October, or sometimes maybe even the last weekend of September, in my neck of the woods, it would be getting cold and rainy, which, as I understand it, that's basically the winter that I get to look forward to when I move to the Pacific Northwest. It's just kind of cold and wet and rainy, but we don't get that season anymore, or it happens way later. You know, like, it'll be like maybe Halloween weekend we'll get some rain and some cold, 60-degree weather, but it just stays. It just stays in the 90s now until fucking October. So, like, I don't know if the rabbits are gonna, like, do the rabbits change their fur based on circadian rhythm? Or do they change their fur based on the actual physical, like, perception of cold? There's a new Some More News. It's about climate change, right? Crossbow like Chewbacca. For no specific reason, I'm not partial to a crossbow. I don't hate them. I don't think, like, you're a plebeian for using one or anything. I think it is really functionally cool that a crossbow can be so small and yet have, like, a huge poundage of like, firing power. They're very cool. It's just, like, I've never really seen myself as a crossbow person. Caution around revolvers. Those are scary guns due to them. And precaution revolvers? I don't know what that is. All revolvers make me mildly uneasy. I'm not really partial to revolvers either. Nothing wrong with them, again. I will say, deer are so dumb, just idiots. I saw a Hank Green video recently where he was like, if you think you know what a deer is gonna do, you don't. And then he's just like split screen with a video of a deer, like it runs across the street and then it's in somebody's yard and it can't figure out where to go, so it just jumps to the side and then it turns back around and goes back into the street. Oh, percussion revolvers. Okay. Check the legality for crossbows. I remember being... For crossbows? Or for regular bows? I remember being told my home state only allowed it for disabled people when I learned archery as a kid. Oh, weird. Deer have literal stun lock if you shine a bright light in front of them, hence why so many cars hit them. Gotta drive slow. If you're driving around, like, sunrise or sunset... Oh, I know, Steph. It's so sad. Between Zoom school and climate change, we know that kids these days are probably never going to experience a snow day again. I was just talking about this with my partner because I was talking about, like, I don't think it used to get this hot in the summer when I was a kid. And then I was like, maybe I just had more... Like, maybe I just could deal with it better when I was a kid. So I don't know that I can necessarily... I wasn't paying attention to the number of what temperature it was, but I just feel like I wasn't this hot in the summer. And then I was like, well, okay, so true, I might not have been paying attention to that, but you know I was paying attention to snow days, and we don't get as many of those now. And I live basically in the same area I have lived my entire life. Like, I'm from Kansas City, I still live in Kansas City, you know, and there definitely aren't that many days where a kid would get a snow day, and because they have the virtual option now, I wonder if they even get the opportunity to do that, or if it's just, you know, if they're like, oh, well, we're just going to do school online today. Like, give them a goddamn break. Come on. Do you remember waking up at 6 in the morning and you would go watch the news and there was the like scrolling lower third on the bottom of the screen for school closures, and you're just like sitting there, waiting, hoping to see your number? I know, I dropped my assassination coordinates. The summer numbers have absolutely gone up quite a bit. Yeah. Fuck revolvers. I'll pick a revolver if I want to die reloading. Yeah. Yeah, I think that was the one, Steph. Like, a deer running straight into a building and then back out into the street. Where I live, they do get snow days because the ice storms are worse now, and they pull down power and telecom lines, which means you end up snowed in without any virtual... Yeah. I swear, I don't think I ever woke up earlier as a kid than on those days where I was looking to see if there was going to be a school closure. I don't think I ever woke up as early as those days. And then you can either go back to bed, or you can, like, get your clothes all on and go outside and start, you know, fucking around in the snow. Turns out, no, it was getting hotter, and older generations have zero sense of object permanence. I mean, I kind of think it's the normalcy bias to an extent, right? Like, you start to get used to the fact that summer is later and later in the year, and also summer starts earlier in the year, and, like, the winters are less snowy. It's just like, I mean, the same thing with COVID and everything. People are getting sick, like, 5 or 6 times a year, whether it's from COVID or RSV or something else, and... or they're having to pull out their kids from school like every other month from their kids getting sick, and people just seem to be acclimating to that. They seem to just be getting used to it, and it's like, dude, this was not the case. I think maybe the maximum amount of times I got sick and had to stay home in a school year when I was in school was 2. I think if I got sick any more than that, my mom would have been pissed, and also, like, the school would have had a problem with it. But now we're, like, every other month, pulling all the kids out of school because they're all symptomatic. As a music education person, I'm very much around the marching band and drum corps world. The events of heat-related injuries and illness are much higher than they used to be. More schools having to use turf or parking lots to rehearse on also doesn't help. There's just less trees and shade cover around fields they rehearse on. Yeah, so it's like, it's getting hot, and there are fewer protections. Like, part of what I'm really looking forward to with moving is that I think there's just going to be like a ton of trees. Maybe not in whatever town we move to initially. Like, obviously, if you move to like the suburbs of Portland, it's not going to be super, it's not going to be super forested or anything, but just in general, there are going to be a lot of trees, which means that it's like more temperature control. Hello, Phantom Angel of Music. How am I today? Well, I've had a little bit of a headache, and my throat has been a little bit sore today, but I'm doing my best to like relax my voice, even though I'm sitting here talking for 4 hours. Or maybe only 3 hours. I haven't decided how long this stream is going to be, especially if we're not talking about any news. There are still a lot of trees in the cities in Oregon. Nice. There are quite a few trees in Portland suburbs. Okay, but it's not like forested, you know what I mean? You know, I actually discovered too that a decent amount of the trees up there are deciduous. I kind of made the assumption that they were mostly going to be pine trees, but it's good that there's still going to be nice leafy boys. Leafy boys. So you get the pretty colors. The pretty, beautiful colors. There's a more specific name for the normalization effect, but I can't recall what. I don't think I'm going to find it on my quick Google search. The trees have not made a terribly large difference during the summer heat waves. I will say it would have been a lot worse, though, if they didn't have the trees, but cities are a problem. Yeah. Overton window? Yeah, maybe. I don't know if the Overton window would refer to people being like, I'm more accustomed, or like, I am just so used to the idea of us getting sick 6 times a year. Like, oh yeah, that you don't even think about, like, no, you didn't used to get sick this much when you were a kid, when you were in school. If your parents had to pull you out of school 6 times a year, they probably would have been pissed. I'm really nervous for this upcoming school year. I start my student teaching this year, and most teachers I know have said that the most sick they ever were in their life was during student teaching, because it's like going from college to little kiddos. But I always end up with basically a head cold for December through March, just out of stress. I have no idea what's going to happen. And if I take too many days off, there's a possibility of not being able to graduate because of it. Okay, are you ready for it? I'm going to say 4 things. What are those 4 things? How many of you can guess what they're going to be? 1, N95. Actually, I'm going to say 5 things. 1 is N95. 2 is probiotic Streptococcus salivarius K12. 3, mouthwash with active ingredient CPC. 4, nasal spray with xylitol. And for you, as a teacher, 5, I'm going to additionally say Corsi Rosenthal filter. You can do it. It'll make you less sick, I promise. All those things together, you hit them with the combo breaker. Really? Kansas is in the bottom 5 for trees in the entire US? Oh my goodness. Kansas has like 5% tree cover. Does that say Oregon has 49%? Wow. I will kind of miss the grasslands, but, you know, it's not going to be the worst thing. Oh, wow. Oh, no, I think I saw this recently. Okay, here it is. So apparently... Yeah, North Dakota has the fewest trees, followed by Nebraska, and then South Dakota, and then Kansas. So we are like 4th from the bottom, fewest trees. Wow. That's wild. I guess it means that the scale of our wildfires is totally different too, though. Yeah, I will recognize that washing and sanitizing your hands is important, but that doesn't do anything against an airborne illness. That's a crutch for an airborne illness. But I will say with Mpox has confirmed fomite spread. Yeah. They cut down all the trees to make farmlands. Well, so in Kansas, we mostly didn't have trees in the first place. We mostly had prairie and wetland in the first place. And, so we did get rid of all that, and that's what caused the Dust Bowl. Like, trees don't hold on to nearly as much soil as grasses with 11-foot long root systems. There would be scattered forest that would move around the prairies in a creep. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. Texas winters were supposed to be awesome, but no. Texas needs its own private power grid, which means with hotter summers and colder winters, when the power goes out in any natural disaster during a heat blanket or snowstorm. Yeah, environment isn't supposed to be a politics debate, but it is because there's people who want the death, or at least that they don't care. I am kind of... Habituation. Okay, that's the word for it. Entropy fan, thank you for that. Habituation. Hello, Mick. Welcome in. I wonder if on this refusal to talk about the news stream day, can we get to... Let's start with 69. Can we get to 69 likes today? I would like to get to 69 likes. If we could get to 100, that would be great. But let's start small. Let's start reasonable. It does reduce spread of airborne illness. Not nearly as much as, like, any of the other things that you could be doing, though. Like, yeah, don't touch something and then directly put it in your fucking mouth. But, like, hey, guess what? You wouldn't be touching your face if you were wearing a mask. Like, nothing helps you not touch your mouth like wearing something over it. I'm not saying it's not important at all, Eric. I'm just, like, you know, the CDC, whenever they post something about, like, we need to reduce the spread of COVID or generally illnesses because school is about to start, they say wash your hands and that's it. So I have this reaction that's like, it should be on the bottom of the list of recommendations for getting rid of airborne respiratory illnesses. Like, it should be on the list, but it should be last on the list compared to all the other things that we should be doing. What's up, Igor? Thank you. Yeah, I'm getting used to the glasses now. I don't get nearly as many compliments on the glasses now because people are getting used to me having them on my face. People are either profiting off of climate change or they want to concentrate the population and weed out demographics that are harder to control. I don't know if it really... I don't know if there's really that much thought that goes into it with climate change. I really think that, like, I will say it's a profit mode. Yeah, it's profit driven, but I don't know if the people in charge are like, heh, it's also gonna kill a bunch of people. Like, I think that they just don't care about that part. The issue is they kind of didn't promote hand washing enough over only airborne risk. Sure, fair. But we're 4 years into this thing. We're in the middle of, like, what is possibly going to end up being the largest summer wave we've had the entire time. And the CDC's out here going, wash your hands. Jesus. I feel like I was misled by the stream title given the topic. I get, yeah. Well, okay, here, what about, here, I'll change it. I refuse to talk about any news today. There we go. We're still talking about serious stuff, but I refuse to talk about any news today. Yeah, the CDC stands for Catch the COVID. Fucking God. But hi, Decoy Duck, welcome in. Good to see you. Anyway, we're having fun. Green tea. That's where it's at. I think Republicans talk themselves into climate denial because otherwise it would mean acknowledging that they were wrong and that what they support kills people for the sake of profit. What is stronger than hate and flows without limit? I think that this is more a problem of indifference. Like, that they might be aware that people are dying, but that they think, oh, those are other people. Like, those are, you know, and maybe there's a little bit of dehumanization going on to it. Like, oh, well, those are brown people. Who fucking cares? You know, like, I just think that it's an indifference thing. And also maybe it's a matter of, like, they don't really process the idea that this could have long-term negative impacts on the economy. Like, if COVID is disabling millions of people, which it is, then, like, how are you going to deal with, like, suddenly a ton of people trying to get disability benefits or all of those people not being able to work anymore? I just think they don't care. I ran out of tea here as well. Maybe we need a stream break to make more tea. I wasn't planning on making more tea. I have my water now. I think that chart was not correct when it was showing how forested Kansas is. Before we arrived, there were 4.4 million acres of forest, which is 8.5% of the state acres. And now there's 1.1 million acres of forest left, which is 2.07% of the state. Maybe that was a really old chart. Maybe. Yeah, and they feel invincible. They think that they are going to survive and thrive when things inevitably collapse. Meanwhile, Elon Musk will be turned into goulash by his own security. I mean, I think that I think Zuckerberg actually has, like, a bunker in Hawaii, where he's like, he's got like multiple layers where he's gonna grow food underground and shit. Capitalism depends on as much infinite growth as fast as possible in a finite environment. When cells do this, we call it cancer. Climate change is a result of this tumor on our world. That's totally fair, yeah. Who will make their food and stuff when everything is over? I mean, I think the idea is that you would have a bunch of, slaves, functionally slaves. Excuse me. Peter Thiel has one in New Zealand, I think, yeah. 1% of the top 1% might be able to prepare. Yeah. They're a death cult. Climate change deniers are fading out and fading into climate change doomers in order to make even progressives give up on the environment, while evangelists tell their inbred Nepo babies that it's part of the rapture and, quote, God's plan. Yeah. I mean, it is a really fascinating subject. Like, certain people take it really seriously and other people either are indifferent or are in denial about it. I think most average people are probably in some kind of denial about it, or they're like, I think that there is still a sensation. Like, when I was a kid, you know, we were learning about climate change. It's not like it's news. And now we're really starting to see that, but we're still fairly insulated from it. Like, if you can still go to your house that has air conditioning, then, you know, there's not... If you personally aren't being impacted by it, like, if you still have food in your grocery store, if you still have air conditioning, and, you know, you still have access to clean water, like, I think that a lot of it is just people still view it as a problem that is only going to really be a problem later on in some other future, like when their grandkids are here or something. And obviously that's not realistic. Oh my god. I think it's also, like, hard to maintain that sense of alarm at all times, knowing that you have very little control. Like, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna try to radicalize people to go destroy fossil fuel infrastructure? You know, even when people peacefully protest, they get shot at or smashed into the concrete or whatever, you know? Like, I think there is a feeling of, like, defeat about it maybe at this point. Obviously, like, I don't share that sentiment. I mean, I do share the sentiment of, like, I don't have the power to dismantle fossil fuel infrastructure, but I do have the power to create a community where we locally have access to water and food, which is, like, my ultimate goal. Like, have enough land that I can produce my own food and build a big fuck-off pond on my land to make sure the water table stays nice and high. Massive criminal. Yeah, exactly, Andy. People clutch their pearls. Yeah, over people throwing cornstarch on the, on Stonehenge. People were like, oh my god, what about the unique environment of lichen and algae or whatever on the sides of these rocks? Like, do you think that lichen or moss or whatever is gonna do well if it's fucking 100 degrees every day for 6 months out of the year? Under Biden, we've gotten 4 times as many new oil drilling permits than even under Trump. Yeah, and people keep telling me that Biden has done good things for the climate. Keep an eye out for when Zuckerberg buys out all the Sweet Baby Ray's sauce. There is a sense of defeat, but there's a reason why a, quote, communist revolution happened in Russia and not in Germany. The former were more desperate. Yeah, and I mean, it's coming. Like, more desperate times are for sure coming. Other people are indifferent, and when they hear about it, half of them do this annoying stress projection where they shut down the conversation by framing any acknowledgement as negativity or dork shit, depending on who's doing it. Yeah, I do think, like, yeah, part of it is, like, a trauma thing where people can't deal with all this negative news all the time. And, like, I want to be sympathetic to that. You know, I want to be kind about that. But it's also, like, fucking interface with reality. At a certain point, you have to interface with reality. You can't just keep, like, coming home and watching reality TV every day. You know, at some point, you have to, like, actually look at your fucking hands and look at the world around you and see what's happening. Ooh, 68 likes. We are so very close to the correct amount of likes. 69 is the correct amount, and it's nice. I've never been mad at people attacking art. I would be sad if they actually destroy a piece of it, but this is a way to really drive up people's awareness of the problem without actually doing harm. Many old forms of eco-terrorism were extremely harmful, like spiking trees. Yeah, listen. There are, like, so many pictures of the Mona Lisa. I think it's okay if the original gets destroyed at some point, which it probably will. Like, whether it's intentional or accidental, or there's a fire in the Louvre, or, you know, whatever. Hell yeah. Oh, we got to 69 and then we blew past it. Thank you, everybody. I would love it if we could get, like, 100 people casually in here on our, like, chill streams. I mean, I say it's a chill stream. We're sitting here talking about fucking COVID and climate change. Blowing up a pipeline would destroy hundreds of miles of environment. Yeah. Yeah. Like, you know, you can't violently dismantle the infrastructure without it having a negative environmental cost, for sure. And what's going to stop BP from just building a new pipeline, like, 200 miles to the south of whatever? Yeah, it's a super chill stream. I've changed the title, like, several times, and I'm about to change it again. I just changed it to, quote, super chill stream. Oh, good lord. If people keep blowing up their pipelines, then it becomes financially infeasible, so they stop. Well, I'm not really sure if it would, like, if they would ever really stop, or if they would just find a different place to build one. But yeah, the problem is that blowing up the pipeline, like, let's say we're talking about one of those ones that goes through native lands. Like, okay, so you blew up the pipeline, you destroyed some native land, and you've also still damaged their water supply. Like, there's not a good way to use explosives to fix this problem. We would need a more targeted and calculated way, I think, of addressing the problem. I'm less sympathetic by the day, and I'm specifically masking it until the election is over, and then after the election, it's voter shaming month / Thanksgiving, depending on what happens. Like, shaming people who didn't vote. I do agree that they would probably buy an army before stopping. I don't know if this is actually the case, but I've had people tell me that, like, private mercenary organizations are, like, like more of a threat than we think they are. Like, the Purge level of, like, companies will hire mercenaries to go kill everybody in this apartment complex so that they can, whatever, like, sell the apartment complex or whatever the fuck reasons there are. I haven't actually seen The Purge. I've just heard about them, and I hear that they're really interesting, politically speaking. You need the pipes to end up empty is the biggest problem. Just shutting down the pumps leaves thousands of miles of oil all over the place. It is way more complicated than people want it to be. Yeah. Or politically disengaged voters who voted Trump because he's goofy. I really don't think we're going to see much of that. At least I hope not. 50 viewers. Thank you for joining us. We're actually talking about a lot of serious topics today, but I'm not going to do any segments. On that note, there are some crazy, well-trained mercenaries all over the world that are trained on our equipment because of how bad we fucked up in Colombia. Really? Oh, goodness gracious. The first and fourth Purge movies are good. The second has the blonde lady from Lost. She's a compelling actress. Nice. I should probably watch them at some point because, like, they are relevant to my interests as far as politics goes. I'm just, like, not really a horror movie person. I'm kind of a big baby. I don't watch horror movies that much. When was the last time I watched a horror movie? At one point, my partner was, like, picking movies for us to watch. And we watched this one movie. And when was that? I think it was, like... It must have been after my IUD placement. Because, yeah, I got, like, physically ill and had, like, a panic attack, basically, from watching a horror movie. Purge watch party stream. I don't think YouTube lets you do that. The Purge isn't too bad. Yeah, the scene that really freaked me out was, I think it was a movie called Life, and Ryan Reynolds is in it, but only at the very beginning. And it's just this really long, really gruesome series of events. I hate how the first Purge was horror themed because it warped genre wise later. What's up, Kaylin? Kaylin. It's weird. I'm like getting to the time of the stream where I do feel like I should talk about some news segment. Ugh. I'm so sleepy. So eepy. At that moment, the door closed on him in that movie. I realized I'd seen every shot of Ryan Reynolds that was in the trailer. Yeah, he's not in it for very long. It's confusing that the first Purge is the fourth Purge movie. Oh, did they do they did a prequel? They pulled a prequel on us? Kitty says, so in the late 80s or early 90s, by that I presume that you mean the US government, set up training facilities down in Colombia to train the government soldiers so they could beat the FARC? In like 2009, we pulled most of our soldiers out of the country and just left behind like several generations of well-trained teachers. And they managed to just keep buying equipment for training on the black market and then training anyone who paid them. Wow. Annihilation with Natalie Portman also kind of has a fucked up scene. I think the internet called it the Nightmare Bear. The Nightmare Bear. That's my gay porn name. Maybe we do need a tea break. I even took my second Ritalin today at like 3 o'clock. It should not be wearing off by now. Revolutionary Armed Forces of Colombia, who today have authentic partisans in Congress. Oh no. That's not good. Excuse me. In a box says, today I got a text from a scammer pretending to be a delivery company. They linked to a fake website with a form to collect personal details. I'm currently writing a script to submit hundreds of fake responses to them. Nice. Very well done. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, god damn it. Hold on. I hate it when websites lock me out when I'm in the middle of using them. I get to see a newborn baby tomorrow. I'm excited. It's exciting. I have consumed the buffalo chicken pasta, and now I have a ton of water. Buffalo chicken pasta. That does sound really good. I had never considered doing like... Whoa. I had never considered doing a buffalo sauce with pasta. Because typically you're like, it's either a tomato-based sauce or an Alfredo-based sauce. I guess you could do like a buffalo Alfredo combination. I think that would be pretty yummy, actually. Because you would get the cheese would kind of help neutralize some of the acidity and tanginess. My mouth is watering. That sounds really good, actually. Like a cheesy Buffalo chicken pasta. Oh, actually, girl. Sauce, yeah. Got the sauce. I bought a pack of chicken thighs and some sauce and cream cheese, skinned the thighs, and cooked everything together in a Dutch oven. You can do a buffalo mac and cheese. One of my house members doesn't like mac and cheese, which seems like a fucking crime to me, but I think I'd get away with pasta more than I'd get away with like mac and cheese. Oil-based sauces are a thing, so I could see that working as well as the cheese and roux-based sauce. Yeah, that seems really yummy. Buffalo sauce can be great or really bad. I'm partial to, oh no, what is it called? It's like Red Hot? Is that the one? Red Hot buffalo sauce? Yeah. I think the last couple of times well. Or do I get Frank? Yeah, Frank's is Red Hot. Although I did see that Hot Ones has a buffalo sauce, so I might try that. Sorry, I disown any family that didn't like mac and cheese. Listen, I cook for multiple people, and we all have very different, like, things that we like. Except, like, between us, I'm the one who is willing to eat stuff that I don't like. So it's kind of really frustrating for me because I don't get to eat a lot of stuff that I actually really like because the other people in my house will, like, refuse to eat shit. It's fucking insanely frustrating, actually. I've seen somebody unironically consume a whole onion by itself. Yeah, in Unis Honest back in the day had an episode where they were like, we have a challenge, and the challenge is to eat only onions for the entire day. Is it that I'm leaning forward? I feel like I always end up, like, really low in the frame for some reason, and it's like, is it just because, do I just need to sit back further? I'm sitting as tall as I can. Like, I feel like I move this stupid fucking camera, like, every stream. Marginally better, but not much. Okay, that was a little bit more of something. Can you fucking stop being such a huge piece of shit, dude? Okay, that's better-ish. If you live in Oregon, you have to attempt the Walla Walla Onion Challenge at least once. I am not familiar with that. Can I at least saute the onions? Yeah. In this challenge, like, one of the guys made French onion soup, and one of the guys made a bloomin' onion and caramelized onions. I stopped cooking for people I know. I can't stand picky eaters when I serve them custom chef meals and they want to go eat their garbage instead. Yeah, I do find it frustrating. But I'm trying to just be like, I'm just going to customize the meal for you. Cooking stream when? How? I guess I could use my partner's laptop. But, like, how? All of my computer shit is over here, not in my kitchen. Do I just do it from my phone? Do you guys not care about the quality? Is it okay if it's just on my phone? That does feel like cheating because you need to add other ingredients for that stuff. I mean, I think the point was, like, for the main thing, to be onions. Like, if you're adding, like, beef broth, like, it's kind of fucking onions in water, you know? And, like, the bloomin' onion is like, okay, it's flour and onion. It's happened before. Yeah, I did a cooking stream once. What did I make? Chili? I think I made chili and then I made cookies after. But I just did it from my phone. It sucked. I liked that smoothie you made that one time. Fair. Put the bug cam over the kitchen counter. I don't know if the cord is long enough to get to my kitchen. Hello, Byron. Welcome in. I am considering starting talking about real news, but maybe I won't. But people do request cooking streams. Should I just do, like, every time I cook dinner, just have a cooking stream where I don't interact with chat at all and I just focus on fucking cooking my food? Is that desirable? You all can talk and chat about what I'm doing, but I'm gonna ignore everything you're saying. Phone cameras mustn't stream live. It'll catch all the dead air and vent fans. Yeah, the vent fans are the main problem. Look, on my wish list, on Throne, I have a lavalier mic on that list. If someone wants to buy me a lavalier mic, I will consider doing cooking streams. As long as one Oasis left doesn't become a mukbang channel sound, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Chat would just be like Walter White in the car. Lux, no, you forgot an ingredient, no! Guess what? I don't fucking cook off of recipes most of the time, so... First stream as a viewer turns out to be a lie. Quote, super chill stream. Because earlier we were talking about climate change and COVID and shit. But I wasn't really planning on doing cooking stuff over on One Oasis Left. Although I guess it kind of makes sense that I would eventually, right? If I'm doing garden shit, then I mean, I guess it stands to reason that I would eventually be doing cooking stuff over there. Let's watch this Charlie Kirk video that people sent me and really want me to watch. I don't know if we're doing a segment or if we're just gonna watch it and laugh, but whatever.
Because we have a Republican...
Shush. Hold on, I gotta make sure the volume is right.
Because we have a Republican...
Okay, let me take it down just a slight bit. Okay, what is the deal with this?
Because we have a Republican governor and a Republican Secretary of State in the state of Georgia.
What's your name? You said Parker?
My name's Parker. We have a Republican governor and a Republican Secretary of State in Georgia that approved our elections, and Donald Trump said that wasn't constitutional.
Relax.
Donald Trump tried to undermine our Constitution.
You're at 10. I just walked in. I'm here to just learn.
Hey, you're an anti-patriotic, anti-constitutional person crashing our party because you tried to stop our democracy.
I got one question.
Donald Trump called the Secretary of State of Georgia and told him to find him some votes.
What is a woman?
Oh my God. That is so fucking weird, y'all. Maybe you should meet one.
I'm married to one.
Oh my God. That was solid. Maybe you should meet one. Oh my God. First of all, he's like, that is so weird. Second of all, maybe you should meet one. Oh man. I can't even add to that. I don't even have anything to add. Maybe smoking rabbits into jerky. Ooh, maybe. Maybe. I'm gonna have to get my hunting license all over again in fucking Oregon. That was so funny. Wow. Imagine also Charlie Kirk posted that video. Can you imagine posting that L to your own Twitter timeline? Squirrel jerky? Maybe. Charlie had nothing. He just deflects onto transphobia like a fucking idiot. I know! Like that he just ignored everything that the dude was saying about the election and Trump being like anti-constitutionalist or whatever. Like, wow. Wow. They really don't have anything. They just, yeah, they have to like completely change the subject and try to put you on the defensive. Like, Lamau, maybe you should meet one. Having someone come up to you and ask what women are is about as objectively weird as it gets. Yeah, like, I love that. Like, first of all, weird. Second of all, of course he thought he just destroyed him with his one question. Yeah. He's like, oh, I just posted this guy grilling me and then I refused to answer the question and I ask him a question and then he fucking nukes me and walks away. Boom. Just nuked. From orbit, man. From orbit, dude. That's so funny. Yeah, they reflexively lean back on transphobia because they have absolutely they have no argument on any of these issues, really. And they think they've got you in a gotcha. I'm married to one. Yeah, after this dude is already like 15 feet away. Wow. Oh, this is like kind of a complete jump of subject, but so speaking of like I've been putting some of my handmade stuff on the website just in case some people want to buy some shit that I've made and like help me make money to move. But I've been trying to figure out what to do with all of this yarn. I have this like all of this really kind of small yarn, but like not very much of it. Like this is all I have of this color, and this is all I have of this color. And what I did previously is I made myself a pair of crotchless underwear. Like, it just kind of, in there, it's a butterfly. And it just kind of like goes on the front of your body. And then because I bought some crotchless underwear, but they became like a thong in the back. And that really gets in the way of your holes. Like, if we're just being completely honest. And I was like, let me make some that I can like tie in a way that they don't interfere with the holes. So I was like, if I were to make some more of these and put them on the website, like, is that a thing that people would be interested in? Crotchless undies. It looks uncomfortable. Well, it's not. It's like, it's soft. And this part goes like right above your, basically like on top of your pubis. And it goes like, the way that I have it is like it goes around your legs and then this part ties around your waist. So I feel like that could get itchy. It's not. It's like a fairly comfortable yarn. And like the crotchless underwear that I purchased is like, yeah, it's like crotchless, but then it reconnects like in your taint area. And that's really uncomfortable for like to wear while you're actually having sex. So I don't know. The Kirk kid, yeah, that kid just called him an incel weirdo and dropped the mic. Didn't even look. Yeah, he's classic, like walking away from an explosion. Cool guy, doesn't look at it. Lux is starting a fetish wear line. It's like, just like, do you want to wear cute lingerie but not have it like chafing your partner's dick while they're trying to slam you or whatever, you know? And here's Charlie trying to say like, totally not weird. That's like, this is Harris's husband, right? And this is the daughter. Like, just arm around the dad. Like, totally normal people, normal family stuff. I am unfortunately in the market to buy more optional dicks. So I will say, if you are in the market for a strap-on, I don't care what dildo you get, but you should get a jock strap, JOQUE. It's apparently super comfortable and like very customizable. So if I ever got a strap-on, that would be the one.
And I feel as if she's being forced upon our culture, like it's this Taylor Swift colonizing effort. I'm not a Taylor Swift fan. She's a narcissist. I don't think that she's very talented.
She's nasty. She's ugly. Nobody likes her. She looks like
Nobody likes her.
She looks like a teenage boy. Like dudes don't like her. Like if you put her in front of like, she's ugly.
That's true. Yeah. Does Taylor Swift have any eggs left? And I feel as if she's being forced.
Wow. Taylor Swift is ugly and looks like a boy apparently, but also like, does she have any eggs left? I need to know if she has any eggs left. She's in her 30s. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, she's in her 30s, right? Taylor Swift. She's fucking 34. Yeah, and also she's a colonizer, apparently. I mean, she's white, but like, for them to say she's colonizing our culture. Yeah, well, yeah, Stefan Molyneux up in here asking if she's got any eggs. When we call the GOP weird, it's because of their too online, wanting to bring us back to pre-Magna Carta policies. When the GOP calls anyone else weird, they're just trying to be bullies. Fair. Obviously, you die when you become 30. Yeah, you start looking like a teenage boy when you turn 30. That's how it works. You know, I spilled some coffee on my hands earlier, and it's weird how much it smells like cigarettes. I keep being like, I didn't smoke a cigarette earlier. I haven't smoked a cigarette in like 5 years. But like, my hands smell a little bit. And it's cold brew. Like my cold brew coffee. I finished making it this morning. We all know how much incel gooners are obsessed with Taylor Swift, right? They just wish they could get some, and they can't. It's just so weird. Like, at the end of the day, just so weird. I need to shave the side of my head again. I don't think right-wingers understand what colonization is. It's just a buzzword to them. Doesn't mean anything. 81 likes. Wow. There are legitimate concerns with Taylor, but her being ugly in the eyes of these few dudes is not it. Right, yeah, we can criticize her for using a private jet all over the place constantly, but, you know. Of course, that's not a criticism that Charlie Kirk would ever make. Oh my god, the headache. Why? Ugh. And yet here I am in the content mines. Are you not entertained? Okay. I'm alive. I'm just over here now for a minute. I'll get back up in a second. I wonder is it stereo? Like for anybody listening on headphones, like if I was on this side of it, is it coming through more on the left than the right? I've never really experimented with that, but I'm curious. Like, if I get my partner to do a show with me, are you going to hear me out of the right and him out of the left or something? Ah! The same people who called everything CRT, woke, and DEI also misused colonizer? No way! It is not stereo. Okay, cool. That's nice. That's good to know. Stays in the middle. Cool. Excuse me. Yawn. Man, I'm so tired. It would probably help if I stopped having weird fucking dreams every night, but apparently that's just what the rest of my life is going to be like. Anybody else? Weird fucking dreams? Can't sleep at night? Taylor Swift is so painfully hot to the extent that when conservatives notice her looks, enormous amount of influence, cultural impact, and open hostility towards Trump, they feel threatened and also ostracized and also mocked and also sexually insecure. I don't disagree with you at all on that. Like, I think that is a big threat to them. Like, the fact that she's hot on top of everything else. I can't sleep because of anxiety in my stomach. Ooh, that's rough. I've started doing a melatonin tablet because I'm like, some people say that melatonin gives them weird dreams, but I just have weird fucking dreams constantly anyway, so I might as well take melatonin and maybe sleep a little bit better. What's something fun that we can do? Like, is there something we could watch that might be fun, or... Because I want to go for at least another hour. I might stop after 7, but I want to go at least that long. A lot of weird dreams people in chat. My body temperature has been on the high side at night lately. Yeah, I am actually like... So, my doctor told me to start taking salt pills. Well, I mean, I kind of... Yeah, I mean, he was basically like, you need to get a lot more salt. And I was like, yeah, I'm curious about salt tablets because I feel like it's hard for me to get all the salt that I need in my diet. So I think I might start taking one of these salt pills with my dinner. And maybe that will help me retain fluids throughout the night so that I don't get so fucking hot. Have you finished The Last of Us? Yeah, I've watched it like 3 times. I haven't played the game, though. If you're asking about the game, I haven't played the game. I did just lose the game. But yeah, I've watched the show. I start to get kind of bored with it toward the end of the first season, honestly. Just get a big salt lick, become a deer, true. I grew up with oversalted food all the time, so I wonder if I've backed off too much from it. I mean, it sort of depends. Like, if you already have high blood pressure, you should not increase your salt. But I I don't necessarily have low blood pressure, but I don't ever have high blood pressure. So, yeah, but I don't retain my fluids very well, it seems like. And also have a bunch of, like, chest pain and shit, so... Who was it that reacted to Tim Pool addressing this goth girl and trans man explaining why she's voting for Kamala? I did see that. We didn't react to it on stream, but I saw it circulating at one point. Viva La Dirt League has a video about The Last of Us, and I believe they base it on how the show went. Okay. Tim's so bitter about liberal and left-leaning goth women. I wish that I wasn't so lazy. Because I am goth, but I'm just so lazy. That's like part of what the Fansly is for me to do goth outfits and have like somewhere to put that. Mister. My cat is like hacking, but not in a way that makes it seem like he's gonna throw up. It's more in a way that just makes it seem like he's got a lot of schmutz in his esophagus. Do you have a hairball, baby? Are you gonna vomit on the chair again? Sometimes I worry that he has, like, lung cancer or something, and I just don't know. Lucid dreams are neat. Haven't had them in a while. Oh, yeah, you are gonna throw up, huh? Oh, hey, there's... Okay, it's fine. I'll clean it up later. It's just that he was about to throw up off the side of the chair onto something that I do care about. So I had to move that thing. But, yeah, I'll clean it up later. Disgusting. Vegans have to eat iodized salt because they don't get that much iodine in their diet. But I don't know what the proper salt intake is for omnivores. I mean, it's supposed to be like 2.5 grams per day, I think, at the maximum. But for people with POTS, you're supposed to get like 10 grams per day. Like, I need almost 5 times, like somewhere between 10 and 12 grams. So I need like 10 times the amount of, or not, sorry. Like, I need approximately 5 times the amount of salt that most people are supposed to have at their maximum. And these salt pills, these are 1 gram. And, like, I add salt to basically everything I eat. So, like, yeah. I guess I'm gonna work my way up to having, like, 2 of these per day and see if that makes me feel any better. But yeah, I don't have lucid dreams. There have been a handful of times in my life where I've realized that I'm dreaming, but I just lapse back into my dream. It's usually because I'm having some amount of anxiety about what's happening in the dream. Like, you know, I'm in this long-term relationship with my partner for 15 years, and so if I'm like, there was one time where I was like flirting with a girl in a dream or something, or she was trying to kiss me or something, and I got really anxious about it, and then I realized, I was like, oh, it's okay, I'm just dreaming. And I fell back into the dream, and the anxiety went away. But I can't lucid dream properly. Some people get their cats to shit in the toilet. I wonder if it's possible to get them to puke in the bucket. Yeah, my cat is not very smart. I'm trying to train him to go in the pet carrier, and he still hasn't quite figured out that he doesn't get the treat unless he goes fully into the pet carrier. I'm trying to train him to go in there so that he doesn't freak out as much when we move. Okay, I was wondering if lucid dreams make your sleep less restful because you're like aware more while you're asleep. It's weird. Yes, thank you. 15 years. Well, 15 years in October. We will have been together for 15 years and married for 12. So that's half my lifetime. I think at this point, yeah, it's like half my life that I've spent with my partner. Yes, that's the plan, Andy. The plan is to gradually work him up to, like, practice drives. So, like, I guess the way that we're kind of working it is I'm getting him to associate the pet carrier with good thing, the treats. And then occasionally I also lock him in there and I pick him up and I carry him around a little bit. And then the next step beyond that is to take him outside only for a few minutes and then put him back. And then you go for like a quick drive around the block. You know, you kind of like increase it gradually. And I also need to take him to, I'm going to take him to, I'm going to take him to one place to get his microchip, and then I'll take him to a different place to get like some routine blood work and maybe some vaccinations or something. Cats, 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 cats. Yeah, honestly, the pet carrier that I have is pretty old. And I'm kind of thinking maybe I should get a new one because my cat, like, I don't want to like put him on a harness and then put him in the pet carrier. That just seems like a lot to put him through. But I'm worried, like, if, you know, because it's one of those ones where the top comes off and the snapping part is kind of old. And I really don't want to have a situation where we're like carrying him into the hotel at night and then the bottom falls through and then he fucking bolts and he's just gone. Because obviously the microchip is only useful if someone takes him to the vet and finds him. And obviously we're going to be staying in a hotel right next to the highway, like on an interstate. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking of getting a nicer pet carrier. That I actually should probably go ahead and open a link for that so that I don't forget later. So like a newer one that like attaches better so that we don't, and maybe a little bit a bigger one because he's so fucking fat. Y'all, you see him sometimes in the videos and you're like, people are like, is that a really big cat or are you just really small? And I'm like, I'm not that small. I'm 5'7". And he's like 17 pounds. He's just huge. Cat might also be intrigued by the new carrier. Yeah, maybe he would like the new carrier better. This for your cat? Or are we talking dogs? We're talking about my cat, but my cat is 17 pounds. Like, he's huge. $1 milligram per pound of Benadryl for the kitties. I'm just gonna take him to the vet for some routine stuff and see what the vet says. I'm gonna at least get advice from the vet. I mean, because he might need, like, gabapentin. Wife and I got a carrier backpack for our dog. That would be kind of funny. Yeah, I'm gonna take him to get, well, shit, I guess I should really take him to get microchipped soon. That was my plan, to get him microchipped soon. And then, yeah, in like November or something, I'll take him to the vet to get like rabies update. Because you can also get like a pheromone spray. Oh my god, I can feel my voice tensing up again. You can get like a pheromone spray that like calms them down inside the pet carrier. But then, yeah, I mean, he gets so freaked out about it. It will not surprise me if we do need to do gabapentin or something more serious. I always think other people's cats are babies because mine is giant, not fat, but built like a quarterback. No, my cat is fat. He's fat. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Ah. Cats are liquid. Oh, are you suggesting cats are liquid for the rest of the show, or are you just saying cats are liquid? Because we could definitely play cats are liquid. I have forgotten that gaming is an option. My neighbor walks her rescue Scottish Fold mix on a leash. He's such a sweet baby. He was a stray, so he feels sad stuck inside. He's got to explore. The script is working. Nice in a box. Good job. Fucking over the scammers. Another option is GPS tracker for collar. Ooh, that's a good point. GPS tracker for collar. I could just put him on a harness and then attach a leash to the pet carrier so that if something happens to the pet carrier, he's still, like, in hand. But yeah, that's an interesting idea. Collar for your own peace of mind. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, you know what? Maybe let's game. Since we're chilling anyway. I've never finished this game, Cats Are Liquid. Like, I played it for my dead Let's Play channel, like, 8 years ago. And then we started playing it again fairly recently, and I've just never finished it. All my cats have gotten all out of their breakaway collars just saying. That's why I'm more partial to a harness. Like, I'm more partial to something that, you know, will go around his chest. And, you know, because they won't strangle, and there's, like, a lot of reasons. Okay, I don't remember where we left off the last time we played this for stream. Okay. Okay. Because this doesn't, like, cut you off. I feel like the furthest I've ever gotten is World 6. But I can't remember if we did that on here. Let's just start at 6. Whoa. In a box, thank you! Going to bed, this is my bookmark. Have a fun gaming session. I'll catch up with the rest of the stream later. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hold on, let me add that to the thingamabobber. We're at $65 for today's stream. Wait, I need my chat back. Come back, chat. Come back. Come back. I need you. Later, mama. Okay. Let's play World 6 and just... I can't remember. The colors changed again. I feel like I have seen this. I don't remember what any of the buttons do. Okay, that... Okay, wait. Hold on. Wait. Wait. What are the controls in this game? Don't remember the controls. Okay, here we go. Liquid. Jump is up arrow. Oh, space is up. Okay, cool. Float is Q. Okay. Did I already do... It says the colors changed again. Does it always say that at the beginning of it? Okay, because I definitely played that one. I think we did... I actually think we did world number 6. Because it says the colors changed again right at the beginning. Let's just go to 7. It says, please don't do this. Oh, the colors changed again. It says this multiple times. Whee! She still had no idea why that was happening. Liquid? Wait. Oh wait, don't I have a bomb ability now? That's my companion. What is the bomb ability? Oh, I can bomb. Get away from it. Okay. C? It's C. Maybe it really meant that she was getting closer to the exit. Oh, nope, that is gonna be painful. But probably not. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Oh god. No. Okay, please get away from me. Ah! Why? I hate these cloud things. They get stuck to me. Okay, can I blow it up? Nope, that does not help me at all. How is the music? Is it loud? I hate these cloud things, and I do not know how to get it away from me. Can I float? There's like a float button, isn't there? Okay, yes, there is. Yeah, I fixed it. Shut up. Ay. I just don't remember any of the controls to this game. Whoa, what is that? Oh, am I getting a new ability? There's so many buttons for me to remember now. Okay. This didn't feel right. She had lost her ability to fly. No! No! Oh no. Yikes. Okay. Okay. But as that happened, the rooms had opened up. Okay. She wasn't sure how she felt. Nope, I hit the wrong button. Hit the wrong button again. Oh, that's not right. Oh, I didn't know that that could happen. Whoops, daisies. Ah. After the rooms had opened up, she felt a lot better. No. Nope. Oopsie. Less claustrophobic. Oh my god, dude. Whoa. No. Okay. Okay, I figured it out. It's really hard to aim this character sometimes. Maybe she was getting close to the exit. Okay, that was terrifying. That doesn't look like I can go there. Can I blow it up? I don't think so. I don't think I can blow it up. Nah. Might have to go... Whoa! Can't go down that way either. What am I doing? Are we sure I can't blow it up? It's just gonna straight up kill me, right? Yeah. This reminds me of Rain World. Okay, what can I do? Oh, I can use my companion and he can go through here. That's right. She still missed her ability. Yes, that's fair. Okay, now do this. Yummy. Yeah, I know, I didn't have it on the screen for a minute there, but I figured it out. Sorry, I'm not used to gaming. It's really quite different to the way that I usually do this whole streaming thing. Ah. Yeah, she hadn't lost her bombs or the square. Fuck. Nope. Okay, okay. This wants me to use my, oh, come on. Nope. Nope. It wants me to use the arrow keys, which is, like, I don't usually play this with my right... I don't usually play this type of game with my right hand. Maybe losing one of her abilities helped her focus on finding the exit. Maybe. Oh my god, get away from me. Ah! Okay, hold on. Can I get... Thank you. Yeah, arrows over WASD. It's just that, like, the other moves use, like, my left hand. Like, when I'm putting a bomb down and stuff. As long as she didn't lose the rest of them... Oh, that's a foreboding of things to come. I'm gonna lose the rest of my abilities. Blasphemy. Okay, cool. And I've never played this part before. Can you get the fuck out of the way, dude? Okay, I did it. No! Wow. Okay, almost went directly into... Wow, why did the jump not work that time? Have you ever played an audio surfing game? That's a genre to anybody asking, huh? No. I'm aware of them, but I personally have never played one. Okay. Let's roll gently down here and not make a flying leap into the abyss. The rooms were getting shorter. Is that typically a good thing? I mean, I guess it's more that the size... the more the ocean of the ocean, rather than the size, you know? Okay. And this is like... God damn it. It's like a cute little... God damn it! It's like a cute little indie game or whatever. No. Get away from me. Oh my god, dude. Did that mean the exit was close? Maybe. I'm close. A giant wall of orange liquid just standing there. Yeah, that's... always puts you at ease. How is that even possible? Physics! Whoops. That was dumb. No, shit. Come on, dude. I can feel my voice has started to get sore again, like as soon as I'm not paying active attention. Get down there. Okay, cool. I just need to get to another checkpoint. Nope. Nope. No, come on, dude. Checkpoint. Oh, whoops, whoops-a-daisy. Okay, now it's telling me to go this way. Whoa. I feel like they should have had better color contrast between normal, ground, and deadly obstacles. It's just this level. Like, each level has a different base color. You notice the orange liquid floating above her. Okay. Okay, that's... strange. She stopped questioning the logic of these rooms. Oh my god. Okay, I did it. What the fuck happened to Google search? What did happen to Google search? Okay, I'm gonna send my little dude. Okay, cool. I don't think I can get him back if he's in the, Oh my god, can I get him back? Can you let me have him back? Oh, maybe I just can't use him for the rest of the thing. No! Son of a gun! Enshittification? What happened to Google search? Okay, this room was open. I will say the music is a little bit repetitive. I already felt a lot better. Might need him again. These are fun. No. Okay. Nope, go down. No, re. Okay, got it back. Yeah, I haven't- whoa, okay, this is the last level of this one. We know that dealing with a loved one's death can be difficult. Is this the story of her dealing with the death? We were there with you. Is she dealing with the death of her owner or something? You have to try to move on. Oops. Gosh darn it. Staying in a world where death has no consequences doesn't help. Oh no. The colors changed yet again. 37 of you still hanging out with me. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, you know, just chilling with us. Just chilling, hanging out. She still had no idea what the color change meant. Okay, did it? I like it when I just fling through stuff as the cube. Excuse me. Beg your pardon? Ah, okay. I did it. Oh no, now they're gonna take away another one of my abilities. Just laying with my baby and watching. They sleeping again. Whoops, sorry. Oh no. Indeed, oh no. Oh, the small gray square was gone. Okay. Taking away my square now. You wanted it back. Yeah, it's my only companion. I want it back. Gosh, fucking darn it. Whee! Now! I want it back now! She just realized that the square didn't tell her anything. It was selfish. Okay. Whoa. No! Oh, man. Oh, that was a bummer. That's okay, we're still learning. We're on, like, the 8th level. We're still learning. The 8th world, I should say. Okay. So, can I, like, jump on this when it's the biggest it can get? There we go. It didn't tell her how to survive the orange liquid. I mean, I think the pretty obvious answer is don't touch it. You know? It didn't tell her anything. No. It kept that all to itself. Was the cube ever really capable of, like, conscious thought or complex speech? Really? You know, if we're just being honest. She had calmed down now. Okay, good. Calm down. 3. Okay. Nope. Just gonna land directly on an orange cube. A very smart person. Oh my god, my eyeball itches. Oh my god, I'm still not fully used to the glasses, so sometimes I'll be like, wow, my eye itches, and I just touch my glasses directly, and now they're smudged. Oh well. It had helped her, and never even asked for anything in return. God damn it. She missed the little gray square. Not the most complex of storylines. Oh shit. Oh shit. Whoa, wait, what? Why did I not get hurt just now? You really did. Oh, sad. Nope, I'm supposed to go this way. I like smaller streams to hang out in, since our online political sphere cannibalized itself abruptly. When was that, would you say? You didn't even know its name. Do we feel like there's a particular moment, didn't even know its name, where the online sphere cannibalized itself, or like, has it just been an ongoing process for a while? Do you suppose? What am I doing? Oh, this way. No. I'm not opposed to still talking about stuff, I'm just obviously focused on this as well. Like, if y'all have commentary, I will read it and still comment. I'm listening to you in the background while playing Minecraft. Nice. No, no, goofball. Get off of there. Okay. Nope. Oops. Whoa, fire. Telling me to go this way now. Oh, okay. Maybe Zan and Keffels was probably when it started. I guess, you know, so it's kind of like similar to the whole bread tube situation. It's like, was there any point at which we were really like one cohesive community? Or was that just like, or are we just like people who make a similar genre of content? Because, you know, like, I think of myself as being friendly with Demon Mama. Like, like, she's probably the closest to, like, someone I'm in community with. But, you know, we still aren't, like, actually friends, and I don't know any of these people, really. She couldn't focus on the room. Are you missing your little buddy too much? No. Okay. I guess if I jump on them, they die? Nope, shit. Yikes. Can't get underneath those. It's, like, nice to think of ourselves as belonging in a community, but it's, like, realistically... I mean, I know some of these people are friends, you know, like, Demon Mama was friends with Zan, and Demon Mama is friends with Bosch. But, like, yeah, I don't know. It's, like, hard to say how much we actually... are in community with each other, or if it's just that, like, people who watch one of us tend to watch other ones of us. You know what I'm saying? And I'm honestly not even sure at this point how many people watch other people and me. She feared that she might lose the rest of her abilities. Oh no. Ah. And I do know that, like, Zan was friends with Keffels too. Well, I mean, was he really friends with Keffels? Like, it just seemed like the first fucking interaction they had was a drama. From my perspective. Ah! Nope. Oops. That was a poopsie. Oops. Nope. I tried to get past it, but I did not. I failed to press the button that I meant to press. That was a weird little beeping sound. Okay. Things are kind of speeding up right now. No, don't touch it. Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Zan referred to them as friends at one point, I'm pretty sure, but that's Zan's definition of friend, so IDK. True. Definitely when Progressive Victory started astroturfing Zan's takes on Biden is when it got bad and started snowballing. I guess that's fairly recent then. Because I had thought, you know, I feel like there have been Can you get off me? I thought there have been, like, numerous explosions in the left-E community. Because, of course, you've got the, like, streamers versus the bread tubers and that kind of whole, drama, I suppose. And then you've got everybody being pissy at Vosh all the time, even though he doesn't really do anything wrong, basically. She wanted to get out. Yeah, for sure. As fast as she possibly could. I actually have a friend of Keffels and Zan being friendly and stream sniping each other after that video by Foreign Man in a Foreign Land. Okay. So yeah, I guess they were friends properly. Or again, like, as close as friends as Zan gets. Wah! Get away from me, son of a bitch. Okay. She couldn't take it anymore. They bonded over Tankies harassing them persistently. I suppose that's one way to form a friendship. No. Money changes people, even / especially anti-capitalists. I just, like, I can't imagine a situation where me being successful as a streamer would cause me to have, like, would cause any change to my relationships with other streamers. Like, I just don't get it, really. I guess I just don't understand it. Why did that happen? She really needed to get out. I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna finish this game today. Because this is the last one of World, 8? We're in World 8 now. We are your friends. You've trusted us before. And there's 10, so I could just finish this game. Trust us now. And then it would be off my plate. Please. Suppose I could. Honestly, I think it's the perils of anyone being able to become E-famous with the right amount of luck. Let me drink some water. I suppose. I just feel like if I got, quote, E-famous, I just feel like I would be like, okay, my bills are paid. I don't have to worry so much. And, like, that would kind of be it. But maybe that's part of, like, me not being friends with anybody. Is, like, I don't feel like I would owe anybody anything, or... She already knew what was coming up. More orange shit for the most part. She didn't want to lose it. Am I about to lose my bombs? I think there... Hold on. I think there are incentive structures that force people to behave in certain ways, social pressures that you don't necessarily notice consciously. Sure, mildly successful e-celebs find themselves in complicated shit shows. Yeah, I guess it does kind of matter, like, what do you consider... Wow, okay. I guess it does kind of matter, like, what do you consider, like, that... Like, what is an e-celebrity? Well, like, what level of success would I have to be at before I started being susceptible to those things? Because I doubt that I'm immune. Like, I don't know that anyone is immune. But yeah, it's like, how successful is successful that causes you to start having weird relationships and things? No, fuck, God. This part wouldn't be so annoying if it weren't for the fact that, like, this bomb thing just takes a while. I don't think you'd become a problem if you got more successful. I think people like Zan and Keffels were not the sorts of people who should have the platforms they got, but there's no mechanism to stop people like them from gaining influence. Yeah, am I in that unenviable position where it's like, I am the person who could do well with success, but I'll never get it because I'm the type of person who isn't gonna be a huge cunt to people? Okay, it's this one that I need to be careful about. Can I even... Okay, yes, I can go this way. It was the only thing she had left. My bombs? Boing. But there was no way of preventing it. That's why there are no good billionaires. Yeah, because, like, the kind of person who becomes a billionaire in the first place... Like, you only become that by being a shithead. Like, am I forever gonna not be, like, truly successful as a streamer? Like, I'm successful for someone who lives in Kansas, but I'm not successful for somebody who's about to live in the Pacific Northwest, you know? Like... What was the point in continuing? Yeah, have I lost my bombs? Yeah, I've lost my bombs. I don't have bombs anymore. She didn't have anything left. I still have liquid. I still have my liquid state of being. And fucking clouds are attracted to me still. Oh man, that was rough. She was worthless. Oh, that's so sad, Kitty. You're not worthless. Was this place even real, or is it just in your imagination? Your imagination! Oh god, okay, I don't know how that didn't burn me, but okay, cool. Can you please get away from me? I hate these goddamn cloud things. So annoying. Whoa. Okay. I wish I could say being a vitriolic asshole wasn't the ticket to success, but people like Aiden Ross are huge. What if... Should I become an insufferable asshole? Everything was gray. Okay, hold on. I couldn't really see what was going on right there. Everything was gray. No, why are you fucking being such a huge cunt right now? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Dude, come on. Dude. 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 Okay? Thank you. No. Where did all the color go? Yeah, this is about grief. TLDR. You think it's a cute game? About it's a cute indie game about a kitty cat? Well, it's about someone dying, actually. Why did her owner put her through this? Yeah, your owner died. I'm sorry, baby. No, fucker. God. No! Just occasionally bring the fire like on Takas and you're good. True. In Keffel's case, I don't think she stayed clean for long. Also, I don't believe that she was, quote, accidentally snorting meth, thinking it was coke. I think she was either smoking or afraid because of the stigma that comes with it. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. Aren't all indie games about death or loss or depression or whatever? True. It's all about processing stuff. Can you fucking stop? Holy shit. Okay. I have played some seriously depressing indie games in my day. In my time. No. Nope. God. Fucking Christ. Alright. I don't like it when those, like... It's like, jump scare, by the way, there's something that's gonna just... You're going along and you're gonna get hit by something. Great. Always good. Good. Nope. Yay. Starting to get a little bit impatient, I've noticed. Typically don't stick around for much longer after I start to get really impatient. Typically I take that as my sign to quit playing the game. But also, like, isn't it about perseverance sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, forgetting it with Bennett Foddy. Wow, okay, fucking go kill yourself, dude. Yeah, if I played Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy, I would definitely tell Bennett Foddy to kill himself, like, a lot. I did, at one point I thought that would be a fun game to play, but, I really don't have that much patience, actually. I might seem like it, but I just kind of don't. Nope. See, this is one of those, like, hey, there's a really long section you have to get all the way through, and then you're gonna not have a checkpoint. Okay. Okay. God damn it. Yeah, okay. I'm getting worse at the game because I'm annoyed. There doesn't seem to be a good way to time that so that I don't get hit every time. Cool. Like, you might think, based on seeing me on the Transatlantic Call-In show, that I'm kind of a patient person, but I'm not. I'm a huge bitch. Actually. Can you get away from me? Thanks. Can I get a fucking checkpoint now, please? please? Give me a checkpoint. Can I please have a checkpoint? Like, seriously? Wow. Okay, sorry. That's way too long to not have a checkpoint. I do not have the patience to finish this right now. Just don't. What I'm hearing is that the way to success is being worse. That's basically what I'm hearing, yeah. Yeah, indie puzzle platformer with long sections between checkpoints. Color me shocked. The religious parts of it don't resonate with me, but that dragon cancer killed me. I think I watched someone play it at the time. Like, maybe it was like Jacksepticeye or something. Or no, maybe it was Markiplier, because I think his dad actually died from cancer. Yeah, just be born wealthy, simple solution. Yeah, let me just restart the game on easy mode. There are a few factors. What's up, Sapphic Hive Mind? 1, parasocial relationships stroke the ego. 2, Xanis petite bourgeoisie, which incentivizes reactionary thinking in order to self-justify his existence. And 3, all criticism is going to be A, overwhelming, and B, going to contain criticism from awful people, which kind of forces automatic defensiveness as a stress/trauma response, since all criticism contains harassment for an audience that big. Yeah, I guess that's the case too. I'm like, I'm not really sure how I would respond to a huge amount of criticism, you know? Agitation. When I start feeling like I need to critique the game design, you know that it's a difficult moment. Hi, Transcat Dad in the chat. I played that Dragon Cancer shortly after my grandmother died from cancer. Yeah, that would make it kind of hard. The original Life is Strange ending is either doing the morally right thing that's gut-wrenchingly painful to choose, or the morally wrong thing that absolutely feels comfortable to go along with. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of what life is like, right? Making the right choice is hard. Making the wrong choice is easy. I don't think that we're getting to the goal of 100 likes today, but that's okay. We refused to talk about any news, so, yeah. Okay, so I did finish World 6. Okay, cool. Hey, Mr. Kitty, are you disgusting? Yeah, that's you! I know, things are slightly different today, aren't they? Are you a kitty cat? I don't normally make kissy sounds at my animals. It's just that he can't really hear well anymore. But he can hear the sharpness of the kissies. Hey. Will you come here? Mr. Baby. Mr. Baby Pants. I don't even call him Mitternacht. Like, that's his name, but I call him, like, Mr. or Baby or Gross Baby. That's pretty much what his nickname is. He's over there being a bad boy. Are you getting into plastic again? You gonna ignore me? He prefers plastic. I don't like belittling the people I get disappointed with, especially at all their ages. We are too locked in the present moment when we're mad at somebody. Yeah, I think that's a fair criticism too, that like, you know, when we get upset with somebody, it's kind of hard to see them as a full person with like a range of things going on with them and like a whole life that led up to that moment. Like, I do think that we have a tendency to view people, you know, only through the lens of this one thing that we are upset with them over. Like, how could you do this thing? What were you thinking? You know, just all kinds of, yeah. Like, we see people in a very one-dimensional way. Even all problematic. Not to mention that President Sunday and West Side Tyler just rubbed me the wrong way with how organized they've been about their big hit pieces. Yeah, I guess I don't have as strong of a negative opinion about President Sunday, but I mean, I'm definitely not, like, trying to affiliate with him. West Side Tyler just, like, you know, making violent comments about someone who I know and, like, threatening to dox anyone who's associated with White Leaf. Like, hi, my website, the one that you all are on in the chat right now, is a White Leaf website. So basically, I am under threat of being doxxed just because I'm associated here. Like, this is the closest I've come to being, like, in danger on the internet, and it's because of West Side Tyler being like, I'm gonna start doxing all these people. Yawn. Oh my goodness. I don't think I'm gonna get to flex today either. I have like $35 left to get to the stream goal today. Yeah, we love the drama community. What are you doing, weirdo? Insufferable weirdo. And, like, I haven't even come close to touching whatever drama they're trying to stir up around Demon Mama. Because it's like the people are such bad actors that it's impossible for me to... It's like, okay, do you guys remember the vaccine video from H-Bomb? H-Bomber guy? Hi, pretty baby. Hi, are you coming to say hello to me now? Doxing DM's name. Oh, I didn't know that he doxed DM's name already. That's fucking uncool. Hi, pretty baby. Ah, rah, 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 rah. But yeah, like, when you're looking at, like, okay, where did this study come from? This study that says, people who get these vaccines end up with, like, autism, whatever. You know, like, it's not just important to look at the study and its results. You also have to look at its methodology. And then you also have to look at who put the study together and who do they work for and who funded the study and things like this, you know? So sometimes you end up with, like, a drama that's been popularized and you have to treat it the same way. You have to go, like, not only what are the claims, but who's making the claims? What reason do they have to make those claims? And, yeah. So it's like, it's really hard to take certain things seriously. And it's like, okay, yeah, okay, you're making these claims about a trans woman, but, like, it's like the most popular rhetoric in the world to call trans women groomers or whatever, you know? Like, so if you see a accusation like that, an accusation like that, it is worth it. It's, like, worth it to be skeptical of that. Like, more skeptical than you would normally be. Mr. Baby, Please don't stab me in my throat. You are so close to stabbing me right in my throat. Mwah. Mwah. Okay, I'll let you go now. Good baby. And you always have to keep in mind too, like, you can't put it past people that they'll fabricate screenshots and like twist the narrative and shit. He's admittedly got principles that aren't entirely bad, but his therefore I shall is when he gets batshit. Which whomst? President Sunday and West Side Tyler? Like, which one of them? Yeah, he doesn't like it when I pick him up. It's definitely a torture thing I'm doing to him. Like, if someone is so bad faith, like, I'm not even interested in looking at the evidence that they have presented. It's like, okay, does someone who's not this fucking deranged person want to bring me screenshots or something? Because, like, you know, you're just, if you start out the gate as someone who has a motivated, like, aggressive position of, like, I'm gonna take these people down no matter what, then, you know, like, it poisons the well of anything that you could possibly say. Like, maybe you do have credible accusations, but I'm not gonna listen to them coming from you. And it's interesting too, like, speaking to the vaccine thing, there is an association between autism and, like, irritable bowel syndrome. It's just not being caused by vaccines. So, like, yeah, there was a nugget of credible and interesting connection there. But, like, because it was so tangled up in this, like, profit-driven fake bullshit, basically, that it's like, it took us years to study it again, if even it has been thoroughly studied at this point. Excuse me. A pillow stream covering the Cope and Seethe DM video is the closest I've seen to accurate coverage. Okay. I don't know who that is or if I'll be able to find it, but I might check it out later. That's definitely like a work thing and not a for fun thing. They both lack a recognizable angle as to why they're doing what they're doing, though. Yeah, I mean, and that's the concerning part, too, is, like, what is the motivation behind this? Like, again, even if there is a credible accusation at the source of everything, and, like, again, I know vaguely what the idea is, but I haven't, like, looked into any specifics. And, like, again, like, I just have a website that's hosted by Whiteleaf. Like, I don't know any of these people personally. A pillow was/is a Xan orbiter. It's from months ago, going over Fawn's problematic tweets. Okay, but why does that have anything to do with Demon Mama? and like that, I don't know, whatever. I've already talked about this. Like, why does something that Fawn did have anything to do with Demon Mama? I jumped in late. Is DM being accused of diddling kids by a, quote, progressive cis person? More or less. I don't know that there is an accusation of, like, physical assault or anything, but I think that generally the accusation is, like, Demon Mama's partner has drawn Shota before. And nebulously, I'm not sure how that has anything to do with Demon Mama. Or, like, maybe Demon Mama shared the art in the server, which had minors in it. Or, like, I don't know, fucking... Apillo is a small streamer whose space I was introduced to by Xander Hall. He's not blindly biased to anyone. Okay, I'll take that recommendation. Scream? Are you screaming? Yeah? Okay. But yes, it is by a progressive, quote-unquote, cis person. Like, he used to be in the Marines or something, and he says that he literally has brain damage from it, and, you know... There was allegedly an incident where Fawn said sexual things to Glooby, who was a kid at the time, and allegedly DM was on the call. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing. It's weird how eager some, quote, allies are to call trans women pedos. Like, I know of 2 trans women who have done creepy shit. For sure. Like, so I don't think that Poppy goes after minors, or at least I don't have any evidence to substantiate that, but I do know that she snipes 18 and 19-year-olds and starts flirting with them and talking about having them come visit her. So I do know that she engages in creepy behavior, even if it is not what we would consider, like, you know, pedophilia. It's not minors or whatever. And then there's, like, Erin Green, who, when she was 21, she started a sexual relationship with a 15-year-old, which I think we would all agree is, like, pretty well outside the bounds of acceptable, like, you know, you've got your Romeo and Juliet laws or whatever, but that, like, surely 21 is far beyond the acceptable age. And the problem with both of those people as well is that they do not show any contrition for their behavior. They stand by it, or they say, like, it wasn't that big of a deal, you know? And that's the thing that makes the biggest difference, I think, is, you know, it's not just that you did something wrong in the first place. Like, I get it. You're in your 30s now. You would probably do things different. You know, you wouldn't now be a 21-year-old like starting a sexual relationship with a 15-year-old, but you can't stand by it. You have to acknowledge that it's not cool that you did that. And that's, like, the problem with Erin Green and with Poppy. Yeah, 15 and 21 is quite a gap, for sure. And I even originally defended Erin Green because I had already seen situations like my friend Chariot, whom you all might be familiar with. My friend Chariot was accused of doing weird shit. And I watched her go through that process of her being like, oh my God, you know, I don't remember that at all. Like, maybe we got too drunk. Like, I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry. I'm going to start AA. And then it turned out after a couple years that, like, actually it's pretty clear that those accusations were invented in the first place. But I watched someone be accused of not pedo shit, but, like, basically the accusation was that she deliberately drugged someone and then had sex with them without their permission or something. It's been like years since then, but like I watched someone be accused of this stuff and go, oh wow, I don't remember doing that, and I believe you that I did that, and I'm so fucking sorry, and I'm gonna take care of myself and go to therapy and go to AA myself to make sure that this shit doesn't happen again. And then, like, I saw what was happening with Aaron Green, and I did initially feel like this is another trans woman being accused of some shit that she didn't do. And then I looked into it further and like, oh no, actually it turns out that not only did she do that, but also she is to this day really fucking manipulative and controlling and does not admit that what she did was wrong. And that's where we start to have a problem. People took Chariot apologizing as an admission rather than it being an obviously good instinct. I mean, she was like, we were both drunk and I don't remember what happened. Like, if this thing happened, if I was inappropriate sexually, I don't remember it, right? And she was like, okay, so I view the fact that I did that as a problem and the fact that I don't remember is a problem. And she immediately started therapy and AA. Excuse me. Oh my God. So yeah, like I understand, like I default to the position of like, this woman is being accused of some shit she didn't do because of the fact that people tend to, I'm just going to say predator jacket trans women. I seriously give less and less of a fuck about people's problematic hentai by the day. Fascism doesn't begin with transphobia. That's just when it subtly starts announcing its presence. It's enabled originally by conflating societal taboos and disorienting controversies with literal crimes. They're not classified as one and the same for a reason. Yeah, I listen. I think most of us have at least one thing that we're interested in or curious about that is considered taboo, right? Whether it's something that's relatively mainstream taboo, like the stepbrother thing, stepsister thing, or like a mommy kink, or, you know, consensual non-consent fantasies, or like barely 18, you know, like the whole barely 18 thing is a very popular, I'm not even gonna say fetish, but you know what I mean? Like, it's a popular genre. So it's like, can we engage in fantasy in a way that is a healthy conduit for those interests without being like personally accused of functionally a crime, you know? There are a lot of weird questions to ask in fiction/fantasy scenarios. Can a Shazam type character have adult relationships? What about a species that lives 7 years and another that lives 1,000? Can you, if you draw a chibi person and say they're 34 and an adult looking person and say they're 15, where is the line? Yeah. Yeah. With art, especially, like, and it's, I don't like that people take issue with these things. I watched the movie Interview with the Vampire with a friend of mine a few years ago. I'm not really friends with this person anymore because I kind of find them fucking insufferable, and this is one of the reasons why. But we watched Interview with the Vampire, and at the end they were all like, I'm really squicked out by that. Because if you're not familiar, and I'm sure that most of you are, but if you haven't seen Interview with the Vampire, the premise is there's these two male vampires, and at some point there's a little girl they find who's dying, and one of them bites her, and the other one is like, he basically is like, oh, are you just gonna let her die? And so the other one like lets her feed off of him or something like that. Basically, I can't remember specifically, but like, so they end up with this little girl who's like 12, but she's a vampire, and they are together as a group for like at least decades, if not getting close to centuries. And she ends up being in love with one of the men, one of the male vampires. And like, the story is originally written by a woman, so you can't even point at it and be like, oh, this is a weird man fantasy. Like, it's one of the many kind of things to delve into of, you know, what does it mean for a person in a child's body to be an adult and have adult desires? And like, she is the one who's pursuing Louis and telling him that she's in love with him, basically. And he has always kind of seen her as a daughter figure, I guess, but also the relationship gets complicated over time, right? And like, I think that we should be able to explore these questions through fiction without it being like, well, this is creepy. Like, yeah, I mean, like, the fact that it's creepy and wrong is what's being explored, though. You know what I mean? They're uncomfortable to address because if you're not on the side of the crazy fuck that instantly says jail the second they hear something polarizing or taboo, for some reason that proves guilt by association that you're in favor of, quote, insert crime. Right. Like, if I don't immediately condemn Vosh for having something that looks vaguely like Lowly in his downloads folder, or like I'm not condemning I'm not condemning Fawn for drawing Shota, does that mean that I support pedophilia? Like, no. It means that, like, I think that art is a healthy way to express various feelings and explore different ideas. There is a DC character called Baby Doll that looks like a little girl and is 42. She shows up in most of the Batman Kids cartoons. There's a character like that in Invincible, where, like, she doesn't have a traditional superpower. She has a curse, and every time she uses her power, she reverses in age. So she's like in her 20s, but she like wants to date adults. And then like one of the other characters decides to put himself in a younger body so that they can both be teenagers together, effectively. Yeah, it means you bang horses and kidnap babies. Also, a story like that can be relatable for adults who look young. Like, every day I see a trans guy complain online about how he can't date because he's 30 and looks 17. It's a real thing that people go through. Right. Yeah, like, being viewed as infantile in a societal sense when you're trying to exist as, in your mind, in your internal system, you're an adult. Yeah, Monster Girl has the Benjamin Button curse. If you draw a pocket monster with a butt, you're basically Epstein. Right. But people will say shit like, if you draw furry porn, then you are a zoophile. You like, apparently you're actively having sex with animals or something. You know what I mean? I've seen some people draw a distinction. Like, if you draw anthropomorphized animals, furries, having sex, then that's fine. But if you draw feral furries having sex, like the ones that just totally look like animals, then you're a zoophile and we're gonna eject you from the community. Like, I think people should be able to express weird desires in healthy ways. You know? I think if drawing something helps you process it or helps you not actually go out and do the thing, like if you create a simulation of a Great Dane fucking a woman, or something, like, I think that is probably better than you going and actually physically doing it in real life. And I've also heard people say things like the bad dragon dildos mean you're a zoophile. Yeah. I don't fucking understand it, but whatever. Desire is weird. Desire is complicated. Sometimes things are desirable because they're taboo. I used to have a big thing about tentacles, personally. And like, I just don't anymore. Like, I got it out of my system. Yeah, telling a story with a serial killer in it doesn't make you a serial killer. And maybe you could say a tentacle thing is more acceptable because there's no way to do that in real life, I suppose, but I don't know. This was the issue I've heard some people have had with Kess from Star Trek. I don't know who that is. It escalates beyond that too. Petite adult entertainers like Piper Perry get so many death threats on the regular. Wasn't there an issue too with Belle Delphine that she tries to look like a little girl, and so that's like, you know, there's something wrong with her or she shouldn't be doing what she's doing. Like, let people engage with fantasy. It's okay. It's arguably healthy. If you eat an octopus, you will literally get the octopus out of your system. Yeah. She uses filters. Belle Delphine uses filters that make her look younger. Yeah. And like, I understand people being somewhat uncomfortable with that, but arguably it is better than, like, if you're watching porn of someone who is putting on filters and wearing certain makeup and dressing a certain way to look underage, it's probably fucking better than watching actual underage content, right? And again, the whole barely 18 category is like probably one of the most frequented categories on porn websites. This person from Star Trek, the lifespan for their species is 9 years. She was like 2 years old, going out with a character that was older, and a male human was also pursuing her. People saw the relationship and the pursuit as wrong because she was 2 years old, but they weren't really thinking about the fact that her people just age differently. Yeah, that someone who's 2 is the equivalent of 20. You know, if let's just say, like, humans live to be 90, then a species that lives to be 9 years old at age 2 is functionally equivalent to our 20-year-olds. I could make a tentacle monster for people. The only issue is funding. Yeah. Anyway, why don't we, I don't know, talk about something else for the next, like, 5 minutes, and then, have you seen Delicious in Dungeon? No, I haven't watched Dungeon Meshi. I hear that it's good, though. I'm just not really into manga, or not manga, Jesus. I'm not really into anime nowadays. A lot of the Fawn Shota tweets were from when it was a teenager. I feel like you just look at stuff different when you're a kid. Fucking... that makes it even less bad. If you are a teenager and you're drawing porn of other minors, like, first of all, you're only drawing something, and second of all, like, who are teenagers allowed to be attracted to, if not other teenagers? God, anyway. I don't watch a lot of anime because I prefer subtitles, but I also like to multitask, so I don't usually just sit there and watch anime. There's so much damage in pinning pedophile on someone that when a person is hated enough, then others will eventually fail to find anything incriminating, so they stretch what the words mean more and more and more. Right. Man, my lips are so chapped. I'm almost recovered. Started using Aquaphor at night to hopefully help a little bit. But okay, anyway, Lots of hullabaloo in the leftist communities. I feel like someone is always seeking to stir up drama in order to make money or to get back at other people for being like perceived as more successful or something. I don't know. It's always like a bunch of stupid bullshit. Like, it makes me feel a little bit better that I am not actively friends with anyone in my sphere of like technically coworkers. Yeah, Aquaphor, it has lanolin in it, and apparently that's really great for chapped lips, and it has been helping a lot. And of course, I have a bunch of it from getting my tattoo done. Something positive, I just had my 5-year anniversary a couple days ago. Nice! Congratulations! I originally came out when I was like 15, but I've also been like on and off hormones for a long time, so I don't even know how to quantify my anniversary anymore. But yes, so happy for you. Congratulations. Are you guys moving? Did you guys decide that you're gonna move to like Minnesota or something? Or have you decided not to? I am moving to the Pacific Northwest in like 5, closer to 4 months now. A hull of balloons, true. Oh my god, my eyeballs. I want to go to Oregon. Yep, those feels. I totally understand them. We're gonna move to Minnesota, but we're in hella debt. Gotta pay stuff off before we can make it work financially, honestly. Fucking who gives a shit about the debt? Like, I don't know. You can continue paying it off after you've moved. But yeah, hopefully you guys can get it figured out soon. I know the feeling of like, you know, trying to get the money together is not easy. Okay, I think that's pretty much it for me today. We have had a successful stream of fucking around and not talking about any serious news. Or, well, we've talked about serious stuff, but we haven't done any segments today. And that's fine, because I have some content prepared to carry us over into next week. So that should be all good. And again, don't forget, you can see me on Transatlantic Call-In Show tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central if you want to. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it from me today. So I will plan to see you all on Sunday, and it'll be the last Sunday for a while. So thanks everybody for hanging out for the video game time. And yeah, have a good rest of your night. Don't get in trouble. Okay, thanks.